Good evening, everybody. Hello, welcome. Oh, happy Saturday, everyone. How's your weekend been? Has it been good? Has it been pleasurable? Did you have a lovely Saturday? Maybe you're a Sunderland fan. Maybe you're a Sunderland fan and you're sat there thinking, God, I can't believe it. That's 2 points dropped, isn't it? In the title race, which is fine, we're allowed to drop points. Although at home is a bit disappointing. If you're an Arsenal fan, maybe you're sat there thinking, hey, we got away with that one, didn't we? We got a point away to Sunderland, then we're still in a title race. So two teams still very much in a title race. Wonderful. Good game of football. I thought Sunderland did pretty well, to be honest. Good grafting. And you know what? Worthy of a point. Deserving of a point, I think. Probably a fair result overall, to be honest. Having said that, Sunderland can still get relegated. That's the thing. So we've got to think maybe that's the thing, right? So let's see what happens then, shall we? Let's put all that behind us. Normal football's happened. It's time for imagination football, which of course is what we do around here. We do much better things, don't we? Welcome everyone, by the way, who is sat in the chat having a great time. We are going to get into it because tonight it's the start of a brand new save, okay? And we're going to go for it. We're going to give it the proper send-off that it deserves, right? This is how we get into the new save, okay? Darlington Football Club, a team that has been through it all, yeah? Administration, relegations, losing their stadium, even having to start again as a fan-owned club. They have clawed their way back from the brink. They've rebuilt from the ashes and fought for every single step of progress. And now, after surviving all of that, they face their biggest challenge yet. Having me in charge of their football club. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Let's get into it. Right, so we're not Sunderland, as you can see here. We're not going to be Sunderland. We are setting the save up as we go. So we are going to move from the Premier League, and we're going to go all the way down here to National Enterprise, National League North. Chemical Suns, welcome in. I appreciate the follow, my friend. Very, very kind indeed. Daffyd says, great result for Sunderland. Till the end. We're going deep. That's what she said. Darlington, mid-table. Oh dear. This is a club that's expecting more than I was hoping for, to be honest. I was expecting Darlington to be like relegation battlers, sort of Leamingtons, Bedfords. That would have been Marine. That's where I was. Mid-table. Oh God, we're gonna get sacked at Darlington, aren't we? Oh dear. It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine, right? It will be fine. Yeah, we are in trouble. Already people are thinking expectations are too high at this moment in time. Right, let's have a look, okay? Darlington predicted to finish 8th. Presumably there's more than 10 teams in the league. So semi-professional, we play at Blackwell Meadows, 3,300 seater stadium, or at least 3,300 capacity. We have basic training, we have basic youth facilities, we are in the FA Trophy. We're in the FA Cup apparently, well certainly in the qualifying rounds, and our notable rivals, Hartlepool United. Finances, okay, interesting. We'll talk about the finances at Darlington in a little bit, to be honest. It'll be fine. Famous last words. Very, very famous last words, MG Radiant, that is right. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's take over there. Then we'll go with our manager here. So let's start editing ourselves in, shall we? Right, create our manager. What are we thinking? I'm thinking if we're in the lower leagues, maybe we need to be one of those puffer jacket managers. But I can't be a puffer jacket manager. I've got to go for the usual. I've still got to stick with the usual thing, which is always going to be suited and booted. Right, okay. Let's quickly shape ourselves up. I should have done this all off stream, shouldn't I, really? But then you wouldn't have seen the expectations of the league, and you'd have been like, Jameson, he's too far in now. So let's quickly knock this together. I'm going to change that beard colour to brown hair. I'm going to put brown, even though we all know that's grey, really. But it's fine. Eyes are done. Give ourselves some glasses. Where's my glasses? Not cosmetics. I don't need cosmetics. Under eyes. Glasses. There we go. Some glegs. Attire. Let's change this to go back to our usual grey. Slightly lighter trousers. Pink tie. That's the way to do it. As if we're off to a wedding. I'm sure that's what I said before, and I'm sure that didn't work before. So brown shoes. This is us here. Our manager all set in. Let's give ourselves a date of birth. 1980. Right, place of birth. Well, place of birth we know is Sunderland. Mrs. J, we're designing a manager back in half an hour and he's finished picking shoes. That is actually true, to be honest. That is true. I'm going to rattle through it though, Mrs. J. That's what she said. And I'll get myself done. Okay. What am I? Generational superstar? Well, look, we're gonna have to go with our rating is nothing. We played at amateur level, which is true actually. I didn't even reach semi-pro, believe it or not. Local pundit is the one. Tracksuit manager. No. I'm not a tracksuiter. I mean, maybe I could have just gone with like one of those big, massive puffer jackets, but I'm going to try and get some element of respect at the club now. Whether or not that's something that can happen, we don't know. Are we going to put background being journalist or commentator, or should we just have no background at all? Possibly. How well am I known for that? Part-time, recognised locally. Do you know what? Let's put none of this, because I don't really think that local pundit is going to be particularly helpful for me, to be honest. So we'll put that we've got no previous experience at all. Chicken parm all lover. That is true actually. That is true. Yeah, we'll put none, right? No qualifications. This is already getting difficult, isn't it? Look at it. Oh no. Our attributes are already unsuited to this division. What are we? Well, I guess we want to win and we find the simplest and most practical way to do it. We outwork our opponents. We're quite defensive. We develop young talent. I think we probably have to do a little bit of that, don't we? Muddy Funsters, welcome in. TDHG as well is in. Appreciate the follows. No pressure, bit of my save. Chester first, Darlington a second. No pressure. That's a different save entirely. Llama's in. See, this is the pressure when Llama turns up, because Llama is a man who knows his onions. Welcome in, Llama. How are we? Darlow till we die, and we might. At least the character looks the business. This is half the problem, Sean. Half the battle is looking the part. Yeah. I turned up the interview, dressed smartly, and they went, "This guy knows his stuff," and I'm like, "Haha, fools." No, I don't. Let's say we also, I mean, for me, right, pragmatist is quite, like, I think that's, I'll get stuff done, isn't it? Specialist, systems builder, leans on heavy possession-based play, strong from set pieces. Is there any money laundering option for Darlington? I hope not. We'll talk about that. We'll see who we are. I know we don't talk football here, but your boys got another good result today. Didn't we just? Rich says as well the same. Excellent performance for Sunderland. It was incredible. Yeah, I think a draw was a fair result, actually, to be honest. Showed a lot of character, a lot of battle. I thought Isidore worked really well up top. He wasn't getting a lot, but he then got some scraps and stuff, but he was battling for everything. I thought Lefay was class in the first half. Yes, he was to blame for the first goal. But Dan Ballard, oh my word, what a guy. He's a colossus at the back. Yeah, really good. Let's put, so a developer and right, we're going to ban Dan for his profanity in the chat there, I think. Let's go for pragmatist, and I can't be pragmatist and entertainer, can I? Colossus up front as well. He is. Let's go for energetic entertainers. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's really us, but we'll go with it. Again, we'll go with inspirational. We inspire. That is what we look at. My word. That's what we look like. In fact, you know what? I'm thinking maybe let's change that appearance and let's go for the big coat. Actually, you're right. Okay. Is the only option? Is the only option like a big white puffer jacket? I don't think that's really me, is it? Glad to see the Arsenal bottle job has started. He's 17. It's a little bit, isn't it? How do I change the colour of my coat? Oh, there you go. Right. Oh, hang on. I've ruined it already, haven't I? Yeah, let's go there. And then go to tops and then put that over the top. Oh, it's not working. I think we might have to stay as we are. I did fancy maybe a bit of a sleek. We go as President Zelensky, actually. Should we do that? Should we have a... Should we just go a bit more sort of like... There you go. Okay, that's me, right. Colour is next to style. Yes, it is. I don't think that's what you meant, but but yeah, I've sort of got it. Right. I'm going to centre. Essentially, I'm coming as Grand Theft Auto this time. So that's me. Right, lower league manager. Let's go for it. Okay. Here we are then. Darlow set to appoint TJ as manager. Blackwell Meadows dugout is set for a fresh injection of energy and impetus as Darlington prepare to name a 45-year-old TJ as their new manager. The Scottish manager will bring character to the team. Quakers fans excited, expecting exciting and entertaining football from... Hang on, sorry. The Scottish manager will bring character to the team, and Quakers fans are expecting exciting and entertaining football to flow from the start. An inspirational figure, James, will join Quakers in a move that will intrigue many within the game, and insiders are confident that his traits are well suited to building the sort of culture expected throughout the club. That's right. I'm expecting to do it. You're expecting to do it. It's going to be fine, isn't it? Can I pick a number between 1 and 11? Why is the question. Set. Why are we going to do that? Darlington, S1. I would put S1, day 1. Okay. Have Arsenal fans ever come up with an original song, or do they nick every song? Well, look, every football fan nicks every song. It's that's the problem, isn't it? Like, there's nothing original in football at all. Yeah, go for 7. Yeah, go for number 7. That's it. A bit late at the pie, but now I've got my porridge. Well, now I've got my porridge oats ready to watch. Need a number for a website. Can't decide which jumper or half zip to get. No idea. Callum Palm, in on the prime. Appreciate that. Very, very kind indeed. How are the lads? Indeed, says DM Stewart. DJ TJ starts a revolution at Darlow. It's possible. Hopefully, not a revolution like what Luke O'Nien was trying to do at Sunderland. That was not really pleasant, to be honest. The Ostrich in with a follow. Don't put your head in the sand over here or something. I don't know. With Lefebvre, that's going to happen sometimes. He might try and be too hard to impress. Needs good management. Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, he's fine. He got caught out. Not a problem. We dug in deep. We got what we needed to do. It worked out for the best. It's all fine. This is us then. This is us in the National League North. I'm actually quite suited to this. This feels better for me already. I feel more tranquil right now. Yeah. We've got friendlies against Elmley, Gretsford Athletic, Leek, Annan Athletic, Hensford. These are where we go. Do Darlow still have David Wheater playing for them? How many years out of date? Well, let's have a look, Llama. Because if David Wheater's still here, then this is what we want. Xanders, why Darlington? Basically, they're very low league and quite local. That's why Xanders. That's the only reason why. York City is obviously the most local, given the fact I live in York. But their expectations would be to get promoted from the National League. And that's too much pressure for me. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to try and get out of the National League North and get promoted from there. So the expectations to finish mid-table are a little bit too much, though, to be honest. That's a bit... I'd rather we were, I'd rather the expectations were a little bit less. But let's see what happens. Don't upset Tom Platt. Yeah, exactly. If we do, Jamie Hutchinson knows what's happening. Trek couldn't handle the pressure if he managed City. That's 100% Trek. 100%. I can't manage with that kind of expectation. So I was like, do you know what? Let's go down a level. We'll pass through York as we go up, and it'll probably work out fine. 33, get your passports ready. The Champions League is incoming, isn't it? 38 months on the sub. Thank you, 33. Appreciate that. Let's take a look then. Platty's there. Oh, right. Send this one to... In fact, someone screenshot this. How do I... There you go. I'll screenshot that for I don't know if that's gonna screenshot it or not. If it has, someone screenshot that, and I'll do it for Jamie Hutch. There you go. Right, just playing Coventry save. Going to release him on a free. Well, do you know what? No, I might actually see if he's going to be the guy for me. We will see. We will see. Just looked up the ground on Google. It looks nice. Well, we'll have a look at the ground as well. George, you got to get some goalkeepers in. I mean, this is literally other people's material now. And as a comedian, I'm not allowed to do that. But yes, we will definitely do it. What database do we use? I don't know. The normal one? Just use the normal one. Right, let's go through it then. Pens and paper at the ready. We're diving in. Let's have a look at Darlow. Season 1. What does the squad look like? How bad is it? When are we going to get relegated? Here's a random fact for you. You may not know the Chester Stadium is in both England and Wales. I do know that, Theo. Yeah. Yeah, because they moved out of the... Was it the Diva Stadium that they used to have? Was that the one? Llama will know this for definite. But Llama, you'll be very, very happy to know the fact we're at Darlington. This feels very us right now. It doesn't look like David Wheater's here, though. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, Llama. So, something might have to give. We might have to find another massive defender. So, let's have a look then. So, this is Liam McGrath, who is... I mean, he's not very good, is he? He's not very good at all. In fact, I would say he's rubbish. He has hands. I don't think he does. Cobbler Sean, I don't think he has hands. Because look, he has handling of 8. That doesn't look like a man who has hands to me. I think we're going to struggle with this guy. Commanding of area is 10. Aerial reach is 8. His agility is 7. Okay, so he has jumping reach of 14, but his aerial reach is 8. So he can jump really high, but he keeps his arms down. That's not a commanding goalkeeper, is it? He's a leader, though. He's determined. He likes to punch the ball. He only uses his hands at the pub. Maybe that's it, Blackfoot, yeah. Yeah, I use my hands for fighting. So yeah. Balance of 1, is he an alcoholic? I don't want to suggest, but maybe. Composure of 4. First touch of 1. I mean, I know these aren't goalkeeper attributes. Communication of 5. Maybe she is. Maybe she is. Positioning of 4 doesn't really help us. Leaning on the goalpost of all times, going, oh, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good. I'm just going to put Liam McGrath, poor. Not brilliant. If you prod your finger, he falls over. Very much like that. That's not a good start, is it? To the team building. Looking at the goalkeeper and being like, oh, you're only the goalkeeper because you've got the kit. That's where we are. Liam Mason then, the backup, I don't. Is it the backup goalkeeper? Maybe it's the first team goalkeeper. Who knows? He's not much better. He's got better balance though. He's got 5 instead of 4. We were spoilt from Sunderland. I don't think we were spoilt, Czar. I think this is coming back into our real territory here. 14 of reflexes is good. It's very, very good. Decision making is very good. I mean, he's only 19 as well, so he's maybe, I'm just going to put prospect. Reflexes, decisions. Okay, they're good attributes. They are good attributes, okay? Paul Pacman in on the follow. Thank you very much for that. So okay, 19 years old. Any better goalkeepers than 19? I mean, we've literally just got here, Leeds. We have literally just opened the doors to the training, to the club, and we've been greeted with this. just like going, right, here we go. And just let's see where we go for it. Any apprehension of starting this save? I'm a little edgy starting my York save. Yeah, do you know what, Trek? There is some apprehension. I don't know how... Well, let me clarify for a start. I'm not going to say this is a one-club save because I don't know how one-club saves are going to work in FM25, right? If we can sort of keep our expectation levels low and just like nudge, then we'll be good and we'll be fine. The fact that I'm all right with getting sacked is fine. But yeah, there's always apprehension because you want to just get it started and see where you go with it. I do think there would be too much pressure on me to do York. That's why I was like, let's not start with York. But I might do something offline. Maybe. I don't know. I can see the whole problem with it though. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, aren't we? We're gonna have to wait and see. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about my abilities as a manager, really. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on. You know, as long as we have fun with it, that's the main thing, right? That's got to be the main thing. So Liam Mason's 5'10", McGrath is 6'2". Obviously Mason is more of a project goalkeeper. Let's look at our right backs. Will Maddison. Now Maddison is already available for loan, which is worrying. We're paying him £100 a week and we're potentially loaning him out. 9 for acceleration, 12 for jumping reach, 3 for balance again. He's decent. He's got decent pace. 12 in this league. 12 should be fine, I'd imagine. Good work rate. I like that. He's got good work. I'm writing work rate. Yeah. Okay, that's a bonus for us because the TJ DNA, as you know, work rate, teamwork, determination, stamina. That's what we need, right? Anything above that, technical skills, like brilliant, but unnecessary. If players aren't willing to run through brick walls, then they're not for us. And he looks like he's just been to Turkey to get his teeth done, so we'll see how we get on. Lama says, getting 5 straight promotions, I reckon this is the year of the TJ. Pump some of that SI shill money into dollar, we'll fly up the leagues. Yeah, we're just going to put an M. Jacobson up front. That'll be good. He's a better keeper than the keeper. He probably is, actually. So Will Madison's not looking too bad. I love that balance of three might struggle. Yeah, he might struggle. I mean, that's not the biggest issue we've got here. But yes, that might be a concern. We have Ty Barton, who is he's from the US of A. £250 a week. Oh, he's on big money, isn't he? Where's he come from? Inter Miami's second team? Say what now? This guy's got Lionel Messi's phone number, and he's hanging about with us in Darlington. Big time Barton. Now we're talking. He's traded with Messi. Exactly. This guy, no nonsense. I'm just going to put knows Messi, right? Okay. 5'10", jumping reach of 8, so he's probably more of a Baresi sort of centre back than a big no nonsenser. Determined. Work rate's not there. Teamwork's not there. He can tackle. He can head. I mean, for 250 quid, there's definitely some money going here, isn't it? He's got low concentration. He can't remember Messi's number. No, he can't. He can't. Not at all. This is... Oh, dear. From Miami to the beautiful landscapes of Darlington. I don't know which way he thought he was going. He could put a word in to bring Messi to Darlow. He might be able to. We will see about that. That's a possibility. I mean, it's not a possibility, but let's at least pretend we can. Check out Rutledge's club history. His goals for Berkeley Town were crazy a few years ago. Rutledge, who's Rutledge? Oh, we'll get to him in a second, don't worry. Have a look at Drew Yearwood. Is he in our team? If he's a player from somewhere else, I need a lot more explanation as to whether I need to go and have a look at that. Bradley just got back from the match. There we go. There we go. What a result. What a result. Tristan's in as well. Interesting. Welcome, Tristan. How are we? He didn't know which club he'd signed for with his vision. Yeah, didn't have a clue. Didn't have a clue. Right, who's Drew Yearwood, Charlie? Why would I need to know about that person? Isn't there a Darlington in Texas? Maybe he missed it up. Possibly. Possibly. Toby Lees. Oh, Toby Lees looks handy. Centre back. £350 a week. Mr. Moneybags. 6'3". I'll just write that. That should be enough for me. 16 for determination. Fit. Bit of work rate. Decent heading. Aggressive. Granted, he's not, particularly quick. But looks good for this level. Looks good for this level. Yeah. Doesn't dive into tackles. Plays short, simple passes. If they've got a photo in tier 6, they're a cut above. You know what? Llama's right. Llama's right. Right. I'll write. You know what? I'll write Drew Yearwood down. But Charlie, bear in mind we are in the National League North. Unless this guy is free and doesn't want any money, then it will be irrelevant for us to look at it. So he looks like an oil tanker. Yeah, I think we've struck oil with this guy. Give this guy the captain's armband. Toby Lees is in. Thomas Southwood. Now he doesn't have a picture. Where was Toby Lees before? Inter Miami as well. No, Blythe Spartans. There we go. He was at Blythe before he came to Darlow. He's been at Gateshead. He's been at Alfreton, Harrogate, Knaresborough. Oh, he stayed in and around. He stayed in and around. Got to get rid of Tom Platt for Jamie. No, I'm going to... Tom Platt's getting the captain's armband. I think Carl Hudlin is playing out in Nepal. I think he is as well, actually. Most non-league clubs should have him. We should provide him by a deadline. Get some time back. Non-league hero. He is a non-league hero already, I think. So let's have a look at Thomas Southwood. Agility 1. Acceleration 2. Oof. A fiver. He's literally getting pocket money, this guy. Like, there's £5 a week. Don't spend it all on sweets. Save it up. You might get a magazine next week. Like, 18-year-old. Like, he could get more doing a milk round. Genuinely. I mean, like, what's the national minimum wage? Like, because he would earn more on a YTS scheme to be like a joiner or something. And he'd have a good career ahead of him. But here he is, clocking £5 a week to play at Darlow. I mean, I'm not sure he's going to play at Darlow, really. Acceleration of 2. So we've got a goalkeeper who's got no hands. We've got a defender who's got no legs. Jumping reach of 11. Fitness. How can he have fitness of 18 if he can't? If he's got no cardio? Is he just like literally? He's like the Ibiza final boss. He's just like all top. Like I just do bench press all the time. Must be because he's got strength of 8. Yeah, just goes to walk in football. He doesn't know. He doesn't. But he's determined. He's such a weird player. He's got determination of 15. He's brave. He's aggressive. He's got great positioning. Now, that might be because he doesn't move. He's got very good marking, unless the player runs. Train him really, really hard. And he's short-sighted. And he's almost 2-footed. I'm going to put this guy might be a secret. What do you want for a £5 a week? Well, here's the thing. We've now got to justify paying him. So we've got to play him at a £5 a week. Otherwise, he's costing us loads of money. And we're getting nothing for it. Do you reckon Toby Lees could mentor him? And he's still got a rating of 2 for goalkeeping. Yeah, maybe he's another personality is only fairly determined, which means everything else is crap. Oh, yeah, I mean, look, we'll see how he gets on. Ticker's in. His goalkeeping is better than his agility. I mean, Ticker, as a goalkeeper yourself, every player we've looked at so far is better than our 2 goalkeepers, which is quite worrying, to be honest. Azaris, they might be paying him the £5 to not play. Maybe, actually. That's a point. But we could put him in the mentor groups, because look at this guy. I reckon if we put Southwood with Lees and Forbes, something will rub off on him. And it might be one of these 2, and then they'll end up in prison. But this is a proper centre-half for the lower leagues, isn't it? Jumping reach of 10. Fitness of 12. He's not as fit as Southwood, obviously. He's not got a My Protein subscription. Determination of 13. 12. Stamina of 12. Work rate, teamwork, heading. 6'4". There we go. That's our centre back right there. Him and Lees. Lees is 6'3". He's 6'4". He's on £300 a week. Again, former Blind Spartans. Gateshead as well. That's a League 2, almost League 1 player. That's the dream, innit? That's the dream. Aggression of 4. He's a gentle giant. Gentle giant. Got to see Southwood playing a friendly with the rubbish goalkeeper. I think we'll play Southwood as a libero. Why not? Why not? Owen Smith is on loan from Darlow. Right, so we don't need him then. Bring in Dan Burn. Yeah, what we should do is we should bring in a Premier League player into the non-league North. Yeah. Also, Dan Burn, I mean, all he is he's big. He's not very good, though, is he? I'd rather sign Robbie Dale. Yeah, that £5 for him is to be Stewart or undercover agent for the Ultras. Passing of 1 is crazy. Who's got passing of 1? Owen Smith. He has, yeah. Tackling of 13. Jumping reach of 12. Fitness of 15. This is where we belong, chat. Right back in these leagues where none of these players' attributes make any sense at all. Scott Barlow, a 36-year-old wing-back. Now we're talking. Oh, Trek, if you're still in, this is not full-back on automatic, is it? This is wing-back on automatic. Runs, right, you can't see behind my head here. Runs with ball down left. Gets forward whenever possible. Hugs line, gets crowd going, hits free kicks with power. Oh. Now we're talking. £500 a week. Crossing of 11. Long shots of 14. He's like Adriano from Pez. 13 for determination. Teamwork of 12. Former York player. He is. And former Gateshead, and former Port Talbot. Oh, I think we've got this is non-league Roberto Carlos, isn't it? That's exactly what it is. I'm just going to put star. A 36-year-old wing-back is basically Ironman ultra marathon territory. This is Roberto Carlos, 36 years old, 36 years young. I think we should probably say, shouldn't we? Give him everything. £500 a week. Give him the keys to the city. Ben Headley. Ooh. Okay. So, Ben Headley is an interesting player because he can play everywhere. And he looks pretty handy. We're going to take him off the transfer list. Don't you worry about that. Because this looks like a very, very handy player. At this level, that is what you need. A few 12s, some double digits, and just the ability to be like, right, yeah, boss, I'll just slot in wherever needs be. That's fine. Off the ball, teamwork, work rate, bravery, stamina, jumping reach, heading, passing, crossing. Yeah, off the transfer list, mate. Right, it's a new start for you, okay? Okay. This is going to be a fresh start. Wipe the slate clean for you. Ben Headley. Put a tick there. Tick next to Lees. Tick next to Forbes. Tick next to Barrow. Okay. Let's have a look at Sam Booth. Oh, Sam. I'm afraid it's not quite as good for you, is it? Jumping reach of 13. 6'2". There's not much else. He's aggressive. He's got good decision making. His leadership's okay, but yeah, doesn't work for the team. Vision of 1, passing of 1. It's not. He's a red card merchant. He's just not very good, is he? Really? And he's on 35 grand a week. He is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's 7 times the player of Southwood. Save the money and get him gone. Exactly. And yes, I did just count that out, by the way. I did just count out how we could do that. Is delighted at being at the club, but is also... He's just been brought in and then he's been listed for loan straight away. That's fine. He's going out. We're not going to be keeping him here, I don't think. Hari Bondarenko. There's another... Bondarenko plays down the anywhere down the right hand side. Good at marking, good teamwork, good work rate, like that. Acceleration, not brilliant. Crossing's fine. Jumper reach is okay. Very weak in terms of strength. Balance is not great. Agility is not great. He's 18, right? So bad this club folded. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They got rid of him, and then the club went, we're just going to shut down just in case anyone wants to try and send him back. We're not having it. So former Darlington Town, former Spennymoor, He's played 29 games in his career. He's a player for the backup, isn't he? He's 18 years old. We'll see. Callum Griffith, 35-year-old. Now he's transfer listed. 300 quid a week. That's a lot of money at this level, isn't it? We've got to, I think we compare him to Headley, don't we, at this point? The initial eye test suggests that Headley might be better. They're both the same size. They're both 178 centimetres. They're both right foot only. Both 2.5 stars. 35 versus 26. Little bit better ones for Headley here. So better jumping reach, better fitness, better strength, bit more brave, bit more determined, bit better off the ball, better heading, better first touch. All that Griffith has got really is dribbling, long throws, little bit better concentration and anticipation. Not much, to be honest. So I think maybe we can get rid of Griffith and save a bit of cash, possibly. So yeah, he could be gone actually. Let's put a big cross next to him. Alfie Myers-Smith, an inside fullback. Of course he is. I don't know what an inside fullback is. And he's got two names. I mean, we're in the lower leagues. You can't have a double-barreled name in the lower leagues. Surely that's just showing off. It's going to cost us too much money to get his name printed on the back. I mean, he looks all right, to be honest. He looks better as a wing-back. I honestly couldn't tell you the difference between a wing-back and an inside full-back. So someone's going to have to explain what that means. He can head, he can dribble, he's got some decent first touch. He's a full-back, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's pretty good, though. I think we keep him. At 250 quid, we're keeping him. Comes inside, joins the midfield. I don't want that sort of nonsense. That's woke. Liam Murray. Very, very quick look at you, and that is a no. He's not very good. He's acceleration of 10, but nothing else, to be honest. He works hard, he can tackle. He's only just turned up. We're not paying anything, so we could get rid of him. Myers-Smith with crossing of 12. Yeah, that's going to help. That is going to help. Brendan Makadenje. Zimbabwean. Non-contract. 13 for acceleration. He is quick. Good leadership. Loads of flair, but can't dribble or cross. Or pass. Or actually have any first touch. And he's got terrible vision. And his concentration's awful. So is his decision making and his composure. This guy is having a great time. Like, he is just here for vibes only. Like, I think we give him the captain's armband. He's a guy we're going to enjoy. He's dreadful at football, but the fans are going to love him. Quick, but he's the sideline drummer. He's a sprinter. Yeah. He's at the local athletics club, to be honest. Josh Scott. My word. We've got this kid. 14 for acceleration, which is what I've already just looked at there. Tackling's decent. Decision making's pretty good. 450 quid. We're going to have to compare him to Barlow, aren't we? Now, 10 for first touch. He's available for loan as well. I mean, Josh, are we just loaning out our best players here? Is it Scott Barlow or Scott Barrow? Scott Barrow, isn't it? Barrow's beating him for everything, isn't it? Asprey almost played for Darlington once upon a time ago. I know the mad scientist, and that is part of the reason that we're here, because we might be able to trick him to still do it. He's on far too much cash. Of course he is. 450 quid at this level is ridiculous. You know, there is far too much money being spent. And what's that? Darlington and badly run finances? Surely not. Hey, you can't compare with personal attributes yet. I'm really missing that feature. Has that been a feature before, comparing personalities? Or have I misread that before? Ellis Stanton. Let's get into the midfield, shall we? Positional. Oh, positional attributes. Sorry, my mistake. I thought it said personal attributes. I was like, Ellis might be alright. Good decision making, aggressive, can tackle, decent bit of technique. Stick him in the midfield, see what he can do. Good right foot, bit of left foot as well, maybe. Bad finances aren't a thing in this town. Drives past a massive stadium in the middle of nowhere. yeah. Sorry, rephrase that. Abandoned stadium in the middle of nowhere. Ellis Stanton looks okay. He looks fine. Will McGowan's in on loan from Gateshead. Will McGowan's a player. Charlie Lennon is a star at Darlow along with Matteo Kirokiro. Ooh, okay. Clyde Vineyard and Julian Joachim were Darlow big signers back in the day. They tried to buy Gaza at one point, I remember. So Will McGowan tries killer balls often, places shots, arrives late in opponent's area, likes ball played into feet, runs with ball often. I mean, this guy's a show-off, isn't he? 13 for determination, good first touch, bit of flair, fitness is in there, passing, technique, vision of 11. This guy doesn't even need glasses. That's a playmaker. This is Paul Gascoigne. And he's 22. He's only on loan though. Never fall in love with a loan player. That's what we say. Former Blythe as well. Right, McGowan's in. There's Platty. Tom Platt. The box-to-box midfielder. The man made famous by Jamie Hutchinson. I'm sorry, Hutch. He's got a bit about him. He's got something about him. He might have been a bit of a fanny for you, but I'm going to give him a chance. Look at those mental attributes for this level. Teamwork of 14, work rate of 14. You said he was a troublemaker. I need to make him my Luke 09. Good tackling, fitness, jumping reaches in there. He's aggressive. There's nothing more I can say. Tom Platt. Tom Platt is in. Get it in the notepad. Shithouse. Yeah. Tom Platt is in ex-Cambridge. I'll be able to find out for you. No, as in ex-Boston. An ex-Harrogate. An ex-York. Also ancient. I mean, he's 31. I tell you what, he's practically young in this team. We've got Barlow's 36. Right, yeah, box-to-box midfielder, 31. Don't let him take free kicks. Where's his free kick taking? 2. Okay, we'll move that to someone else. Just remembered I'm 31. I love that. He's bloody old, isn't he? Oh, he's the same age as me. Will Hatfield. 2 playmakers in midfield. Oh, my word. Tom Hatfield. Another midfield playmaker. Another tick. Leadership 15. 33 years young. And 13 for aggression, 13 for fitness, 13 for stamina, teamwork, work rate, composure, determination. This is our non-league Xhaka, isn't it? Runs with the ball through the centre, gets in the opposition area, plays 1-2s, looks for a pass rather than attempting to score. Formerly of Leeds, Accrington Stanley, Halifax, Guiseley, Filed. Oh, here we go. Did Sunderland finally give us the sack? No, they didn't. They've refused to do anything with us. They've just kept us on a rolling contract. So we don't know what's going on. We've just left and went, well, we've saved it. We might play it offline, but we might as well start a new save tonight. Because it was like, well, we can't just keep going on in uncertainty. So we're like, right, let's get in. Start the Darlow save. So here we are. Nico says, I'm resurrecting Bordeaux from Oblivion. Oblivion's a bit strong, but yes. A club stripped of its professional status with debts of £65 million. I know, and how are you getting on with it, Nico? Whereabouts are you? Rafael Monteiro. Now, obviously, when you have a free Portuguese player who you're not paying any money to, there's clearly a chance that we're going to try and make him a star as well. But I'm just going to put bad. Decent decision making, decent teamwork, decent vision, decent work rate. Actually, vision and passing, 12 and 13. He's only 19. He could potentially turn into something. Maybe. Matty Cornish, he plays everywhere as well. What's this guy? Midfield left, possibly? Midfield right, maybe. He's right-footed. I think he's a left-sider. Cornish, versatile. Good dribbler. Good passing. Vision, technique. Fine. Just fine. 27 years old. Formerly of Mask. Which is not how... I mean, that is how posh people say mask, but... that is actually what it's called. The US Collegiates as well. He's been out to play in the States. What a state Darlington is, eh? Stephen Dawson. Channel midfielder, determination of 17. A fringe player. A fringe, if ever I've seen one. An emo fringe player, to be honest. Will I continue the Sunderland save? I'll probably do it offline, Blair. Yeah. Maybe put like a YouTube video together for it. I think we need to continue the story. We do need to get promoted, don't we? There's some redemption to be had in that save, surely. Tom Allen. Not the Tom Allen I know. The wonderful comedian. But a pacey winger who's pretty good at dribbling. He's got a bit of flair. He's got a bit of determination. He can jump a little bit. Tristan, he is your boy. Formerly of Newcastle. Formerly of Gateshead. Formerly of South Shields. £500 is a lot of money. We've brought a guy in at £500 a week and we've got him on loan straight away. We're going to have to play him. We have to play him. Here's Matthew Kiro. This is going to be hard to say, isn't it? Going to get myself cancelled for this guy. Fast. 13. Lenny, this was your man. Fast. 13. Acceleration. 13. Pace. Fitness is good. Determination is good. Teamwork. Work rate is good. Stamina's only 8. I'm a bit worried about it. He must have asthma. Crossing's fine. 19 years old. USA. Where's he come from? Into Miami as well? Nope. The solar system. He's come from space. Sent from space. Matthew Kiro. So good they named him twice. Come on, Spaceman. You can send us stratospheric. Charlie Lennon. Where's Charlie Lennon from? Middlesbrough. Oh, this is the thing as well. Because we're in a pretty good spot, like, you know, in terms of where we sit, you know, geographically, we might be able to get players in a loan from Newcastle, Sunderland, Middlesbrough, Leeds. Charlie Lennon looks badass, doesn't he, for this league? Dribbling, acceleration, flair, pace, technique. Give ball, make him run. £1,000 a week. Brighton as well. I mean, Brighton is nowhere near Darlington, John Watt. I was saying geographically, I was trying to just pick teams. If I was picking teams to go for you know, for loaning, I don't think Middlesbrough or even Newcastle would really be in there, but yeah. If we're looking at local regions, then yeah, Brighton's a bit of a trek. Don't worry. Cedric Main. The main man, Cedric Main. Look at this dude. 27-year-old Dutch midfielder rocks. We've got Clarence Seedorf here. Look at this guy. Fairly ambitious. I mean, if you're fairly ambitious, you shouldn't be here. Where's he played? Blythe, York, FC United, Ajax Amateurs. He's Blythe. He is a Blythe lad, isn't he? And Shields. He's a bit shit in real life. Let's not look at that bit right now, Tristan. Right? Let's focus on this bit in game. Tick for Cedric Main. Jack Mortimer, striker. Finishing of 12, acceleration of 12, 6'2", jumping reach, off the ball. He's a poacher. Okay. 6'2", he's not bad. We're not paying him. So he's now a main guy. Aidan Rutledge, name was mentioned before. 6'6", right? There's our striker. We don't have to look at anyone else. Bob Mortimer's son. Yeah, maybe. Aidan Rutledge, 6'6", channel forward, good determination, good finishing, good dribbling, acceleration. Let's look at his non-league record. Non-league record: 139 goals in 161 matches, 56 goals in 38 for Birtley. 49 goals in 31 games for a club that no longer exists. Having said that, it has been a couple of years since he scored more than 10 goals. So we'll see. But Rutledge looks like he's going to be... We'll put a tick next to him as well, shall we? Rutledge. And Jack Maskell. Now he's wanted, that's a concern. Gets forward whenever possible, shoots with power, likes the ball played to feet. 5'11", reasonable acceleration, determined, aggressive, good finishing. Wanted by Dagenham and Redbridge. And Ebbsfleet. So it's possible we might get some money. Again, decent record. So he's not bad either. But he is wanted. With that aggression, he'll be wanted by the police. It's maybe that's it. Maybe. Right, let's see what the under-18s are saying, shall we? See if there's any gems in here. Harry Walker, 6'8". At 16 years old, we've got a freak. We've got an absolute giant freak. Oh my word. Harry Walker. What are they feeding him? 16 years old, 6'8". Honestly. I've just put an exclamation mark next to it. We might just put him in the first team just because he's like massive. Jumping reach of 17, heading of 7 when he gets there. Because the reason it's only 7 is because he's jumping and all he is clouds. Everything else is shocking. Balance 3, of course it is. He can't see his own feet. Vision 1. He can see for miles at 6'8". Honestly. Luca dos Santos. Messing around with him like Luca dos Santos in Darlington. Come on. You've changed. You're clearly on witness protection, aren't you? 14 for decision making, 15 for aggression, 11 for passing. Right. Jumping reach of 8. He's not fussed about jumping high, is he? Connor Hodgson plays all across the back. Acceleration of 1. Jumping reach good, heading good, fitness good, aggression good. Again, if we get him if we maybe getting some cardio in there, he might be all right. He might be okay. Evening, Katie. How are you, pal? Good to see you. So glad it's not just me scouting in the lower leagues. We're starting in the lower leagues, Katie. It's going to be brilliant. I'm looking forward to it. Ethan McLaughlin. Someone's just put he's a poacher in the sense that he shoots pigeons into the park. Yeah. It's a shout back to Bob Mortimer's son. Ethan McLaughlin, no nonsense. £5 a week. He might be alright. Aidan Mahachi. Fit, determined, quick, dribbly. In a reasonable breeze, he will be blown over. Jake Wilkinson, he's very quick. He's a winger, apparently. Interesting. We've got lots of wingers. Ruben Scotter. Mentally, this guy's not too bad. Bit of flair, bit of vision, decent decision making. Not too shabby. Leroy Hewitt. Oh, Leroy looks all right. There's another centre forward. 6'1", 12 for acceleration, 12 for finishing, 12 for off the ball. Not bad, not bad. An actual striker. Jesse Nelson, 6'4", 18 jumping reach, 14 finishing. Ooh, okay. 14 for off the ball as well. I think we move this guy into the first team. The T-side lamppost. Target forward. Don't ask him to move. He doesn't need to move. Pace of 2. Look, do you know what? The Burj Khalifa doesn't move, does it? Well, it's tall. I don't think we've got that bad a team for this league. We could do with a goalkeeper. That would be handy. We could do with having this space used as well on the filters. That would be really, really nice. Sports Interactive, what are we going to put here? We're assembling a circus team. I almost said a Turkish team there. Right, okay. So, we definitely need a goalkeeper. We have centre-backs. We have full-backs. We have wingers. We have centre midfielders. We have strikers. We have 11 players that can do a job in this division. Let's go to the planner. Let's try and put it in order. Actually, we have to do tactics first, don't we? What are we thinking for tactics then? Katie, by the way, welcome in. We should probably give a shout out for Katie, the inverted wingbacks, who's doing wonderful work, by the way, and also on the WFM show podcast. If you haven't watched that or listened to that, go and do so. Go and check it out on YouTube. Their first 2 episodes are up. They both hit over 1,000 views. They're both excellent. We're thinking 4-4-2 seems to be the way, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the best. Before we get into tactics, let's see what the profile of the club looks like. So, the best finish they've ever had is they've won Sky Bet League 2 before. Okay. So they've won Sky Bet League 2 and they've won an FA trophy. Okay, they won the 4th tier in 1991, finished runners-up once. They won the 5th tier in 1990, the FA trophy in 2011. Right, okay. As long as we can do that, we'll have done well. The highest position they've ever been, they've been in the championship before. The highest position they ever were was 15th in the championship back in 1925. It's 100 years since they were in the championship. Let's make it happen. Louis Cogs is in, Harry's in, Deresk Arbor's in, Fat Pigeon's in. As a Spennymoor fan, this feels wrong to watch, but love Rutledge. Moore's on tour, having a great time. Kevin Mottram, are you sure you're not looking at a Darlow basketball team? We grow them big round here. Old Darlington. Old Darlington had some great history. New Darlington, not so much. 800 season ticket holders, paying on average £250 a season ticket, 15 quid a match to go and watch the boys play. Objectives: finish mid-table, work within the wage budget. Okay, mid-table it is. Let's go for that. Rico, we've just had a look at Rutledge's history. Lots and lots of goals for Bertley. Lots of goals. £1 cheaper than Marine. Well, we're expecting to give you £1 more entertainment, so you're actually going to be £2 savings right there. Trexler, new save. That's right. We've parked the Sunderland one, just mainly due to not getting promoted in the second season. We didn't get sacked, by the way. I should point that out. We didn't get sacked, but we didn't get promoted. So we're on a week to week, a month to month contract, that feels a little bit precarious as a manager. To us, I've got no stability there as to what's happening. So yeah, we'll see what goes on there. Official Brian Stocks, you're new to the chat now. Obviously, this is the official Brian Stocks, not a fake Brian Stocks. Welcome in. Nice to have you here. If you're new to the chat, pull yourself up a chair. Join the crew. Make sure you follow. It's pretty chilled around here. It's pretty chill. We don't talk a lot about football. real football, because it's quite boring. We don't bother with that. Mainly because the Arsenal fans get a bit concerned about the fact that we've took another point off them today. So, what are we setting up for? Wing play, route one, direct counter attack. Whoa. In after real football, disgusting. I know. Go Darlo. I am buzzing a little bit. Do you know what? Great game, Katie. And I think we were good for a point. We were good for a point. Yeah, it was a good match. We could do wing play, but we could do counter attack as well, which is basically get the ball up to the two big lads up top. You know, we've got wide players. We can get the ball out wide. Do we go route one? Ballard's been mint. He has been mint, and we have been fun to watch. And I've not been able to replicate it on stream. Matt, thank you for the for more hydration. This is week 2 of illness, by the way. So apologies if I'm still sounding a little bit gruff. Route one's a possibility. Wing plays. I mean, looking at our wingers, they've got a bit of something. If we're expecting to be mid-table, should we be sitting in a low block or a mid-block? But counter-attack doesn't necessarily mean you have to be low block, though. We could be mid-block. I tell you what, let's utilise our wingers, right? Let's go wing play for now. Less effective against aerial dominant defence as well. We have an aerial dominant defence, aerial dominant strikers really up front. It's counter-attacking transition. We sit in the mid-block, that's fine. We trigger press. We trap the balls outside. Yeah, that works. Let's do that. Let's go for 4-2-4. I mean, it's a 4-4-2, isn't it, really, I suppose, for now. And then out of possession. Yeah, sort of, we'll just drop ourselves back a little bit, I think. That sort of seems to make the most sense for now. But we do have some... Thing is, we've got... we've got enough midfielders to even put 3 in there and maybe even go with 3 centre-backs. I'm thinking fancy now. We could go 3-4-3. We haven't got a brilliant right back. That's what I'm thinking. We've got 2 good left backs. We haven't got 3 brilliant centre backs though. Here's how I would have it sort of at the minute, right? So if we have to have a goalkeeper, McGrath for now, and then Headley is the right back. Centre backs of Lees and Forbes, I think. And then left back will be Barrow. Defensive mid would be, I mean, what? Hatfield. And then actually we need McGowan in there really, don't we? So that's got to be Hatfield. That's got to be McGowan. Yeah, there we go. I mean, he's not a DM though, is he? That's the problem. Attacking playmaker. Midfield playmaker. So, yeah, it doesn't really work, but... And then Lennon out on the right. With probably Main on the left. And then up front, you want to have Rutledge and Maskell up top. And that kind of feels like a good setup. 4-5-1. Going back 3 is too adventurous for this level. It's very adventurous. It's very adventurous. Rico says, I've had 2 promotions in 2 seasons with Carlisle using wing play without target man. It's been fun. 30% possession, but most games are winning. We need a new goalkeeper. We do. We desperately need a goalkeeper. And I do have question marks about this midfield setup, because I want McGowan to be playing, because he's a bit of a... He's going to be handy, but at the minute he's sitting a little bit too deep for me. So maybe we change him from a defensive midfielder. Maybe we switch him and Hatfield around. Will that work? Take a striker out. I mean, look. This is me attacking. This is not... I'd normally like a 4-3-3, to be honest, and I don't mind putting an extra man in midfield to bulk the midfield up, but let's at least try it, yeah? Because what is handy is if we've got players who can actually... Imagine this. Imagine having 2 players that are good. Imagine what a weird world we'd be in. Yeah? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so pop him in there. Who else do we want? We want to put Platty in. We want to put Myers Smith. Where's basically everyone else that's not picked, to be honest. Josh Scott. Oh, the spaceman as well. Kiro. He's not there. Ty Barton. Do we want to put him on the bench? Let him have a look. Jesse Nelson, the young striker. Matty Cornish. We've not even put him there. Santon's reasonable, I suppose. I mean, we might as well put everybody on the bench at this moment in time right now, because you're going to get a look at everyone, aren't we? See what they look like. If they're good, great. If they're not, doesn't matter. Santon, and then let's put one more. Oh, he's already on there. Who else have we got? Callum Griffith. And we've got to put Ty Barton on. He knows Messi. Then we want to put who's the other? That's another goalkeeper. There he is. There is Mason. Right. Okay. Cool. That's us then. Go with the gut, then tweak from there. This could be it. I love your logical approach of let's go radical. It's not radical, is it though? This is the thing. I'm on a 4-2-4. This is not radical for us. This is very, 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 very comfortable. No playmaker. Look, we've got all pre-season to work it out, right? We don't backseat, right? We work this out as we go through. We're gonna watch it, we're gonna see what happens. I've gone with an out of the box formation for now. Okay, we will shuffle it. This is literally the preset of wing play. I haven't touched anyone's instructions. I haven't looked to change anything up. Has anyone used a flat 4-4-2 and have it to work? I was hoping for the back seating sign, but you went for the bottle. Well, we're busy doing a back seated one. I wanted it to be animated. That's the only thing. I wanted it to be an animated GIF, but I haven't quite got around to that just yet. Staff responsibilities. Now, I need everything passed over, thank you. Training. Where's training? Right. Terry Mitchell. You are going to be taking training whether you like it or not. Contract renewals, contract renewals. Where is it? Oh, training responsibilities. Yeah, delegate that. We might do some individual training possibly, but we'll see. Unlikely, I'd imagine. Unlikely. Can't believe you're not using a super OP tactic. You must use the mandated formations to have fun. There is no exception. There is not. It must be done this way. Yeah. Gegen pressing or you're bad. Yeah. Has anyone got any Wonder Kid lists, please? That could be good. Yeah. That'd be really, really helpful. I find I'm disgusted with the lack of meta gaming in this stream. I mean, just wait though until I go fully asymmetric. Katie, then I'll be like, well, actually, it turns out that I'm going to use this player right now. And away we go. It's going to be great. £10 Wonder Kids. I want the Temu Wonder Kids. That's what I want. Dave Eagle, Darlow save. Played with them offline since Premier Manager 98. My go-to lower league manager team for 25 years now. There we go, a veteran of probably way back when they played at Feetham's. TJ, if you go asymmetric, it's because you've had a man sent off. It is absolutely. It was a great result, Romney. A great result. We've done very well. Rouge Joe, by the way, welcome in, sir. Pleasure to see you. Let's have a quick check then of our finances. £5,000 in the transfer budget. Hey! Available wage budget, zero. Scouting budget, 20 grand. Now, I think the first thing we need to do is we need to find a goalkeeper. And we're not going to be using search, by looking at, attributes and stuff. We'll send... Have we got a scout? Have we got a scout? Where do we find our staff? Please tell me we have a scout. We have 6 coaches and we're only meant to have 2. Oh dear, we haven't got a scout. Right. We could do with a scout. Let's get a chief scout in there. And a normal scout. This keeper better not need paying. I hope he doesn't. I hope he's free. That's a good point, actually. He's not getting paid. Which, in a sense, neither of them are. Which, in a sense, sort of means that, of course, they're going to be crap. Like, we can't... Like, there is literally no... there is no expectation for them to be any good. In this sense. Like, they'll be sat there just going... Well, yeah, of course we're rubbish. You're not even paying us. No way am I going to try and actually, save anything. What's the point? We haven't got a director of football either. Do we want a director of football at Darlington? I wonder. And how have I got 6 coaches? Now, do we keep them? Because, again, then we're not paying them. I think if we're not paying them, we might as well hold on to them. Yeah? I'm not saying that we're almost cheating the game here, but... if we're not paying them, then, yeah. Let's keep them. Right, we'll think about this then as to whether or not we... as to whether we take a director of football in or not. Put the 6'8" guy in goal. That might work. That might work. Would transfer room be realistic for this level of football? I don't know. I don't know if the transfer room would be classed as realistic. Shall we debate it? Do lower league football clubs have access to transfer room? Let's do a poll here, right? Okay. Right, I'm gonna put it in there. There's the It's a service that costs money. Now, that's the thing, though. If that's going to cost money, then... That's probably a concern, isn't it? It's going to cost money. We haven't got money. Where do we have... Where's our affiliate clubs? Because that would be interesting to see if we've got an affiliate link up. We have an affiliate with Sunderland. Okay. So this helps. Darlington have the option to request a friendly. We'll host it. We'll keep the gate receipts. Now the question is do we then get access to their young players? Because that could be handy, couldn't it? Sure, Darlow, I've got Peter Jameson, ex-York, ex-Blythe Spartans as well. Peter Jameson, he's at Gateshead now, unfortunately. Kyle Jameson is out of contract. Now I know of Kyle Jameson due to working with him. Now, does that count as knowledge? Imagine we didn't work with him strictly speaking. Steve Sidwell we could get in. I'm doing the same with Merthyr in the National North. I found the transfer very useful for loans. I think loans is the way to go. Now, I would argue that there would be a physical transfer list and a physical loan list that you would be able to look at, and there would be a list of players that would be available for release. That's what I think. Right. Again, offering names is no good to me. I haven't got a scout, so I can't scout these players. I can't trial these players because I wouldn't just be like, turn up day one. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to have a little... I'm just going to guess at some names. Thank you. That's not realistic, is it? That's not going to work. FM Analysis, loving the choice of save. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hope you're well. They do list. They do list. They do exist, Croaky. You're right. Absolutely. FM down on top of the Enterprise South with Horsham. Got 2 fullbacks on loan and a goalkeeper. I mean, they're really lucky. Oh, this is the easiest FM ever. I mean, it's been out since Tuesday, Dan. Like, don't ruin it for yourself already. Are any players in the recommended screen from our existing non-scout staff? There is nothing. There's nothing there. Bet says my personal favourite Darlow due to a personal connection. Now the question now is what is the personal connection? Yeah, there is nobody in our recommended. Whereas Peter Jameson, he's at Gateshead. There you go, Gateshead. So yeah, we can't get him. Jameson Horlick, I've never heard of, but he is a goalkeeper. Now we can't just buy a player called Jameson, but damn it, he looks like he might actually be quite good. I've just shot myself in the foot. I'm not able to. Oh, how did you get him, TJ? I just searched players called Jameson and hoped for the best. Well, we could trial him, but again, let's try and work this out. How do we know about this guy? Okay. Excuse me. If we've got no knowledge of this player, we've got no scouts. How have we come across a player called Jameson Horlick? Yeah, I'm going to put him on the shortlist until we can come up with a reasonable backstory as to how we know who this player is. Yeah. Now, we know that there's a physical transfer list, okay? So, scouted players only, so that's going to be no one. So I'm literally clearing it. Friend suggestion on Facebook. I like that. That should have worked for me. Managed to Google it to see if there was another recipe for an alcoholic malt drink. Have I loaded up? How about you load up FM and search for players? That's not it. That's not it. We're not doing that one. You're called Jameson and part of your latest routine as you search for all Jamesons in football. Maybe that's what I do. That does feel like something I would do. And then let's also put a contract status of unattached. It is all about the narrative. You're right. It absolutely is. Okay, well, hopefully we can get a scout in. That would certainly help. Transfer him apparently we think might be doable, but we don't know whether or not it's going to cost us money for that service. Right, let's hold fire for a second. Jameson Horlick is the son of your window cleaner. I wouldn't be recommending him. He's dreadful. Wish you could filter search by region. You could limit it to northeast of England, then it could be realistic for your staff and your network would know who the player is. You can. You obviously have to search for. You do the born in or raised in. You can do that. Yes, Callum. How are you, buddy? Welcome. You all know why Callum, don't you? You're all fans of his work. Give the man a follow, everybody. Transfer room does not cost money in FM. Yeah, not in FM, but in real life. Like, to be honest, there's loads of things that aren't real. But in Football Manager, we don't just take it for granted. Travel costs aren't real, but there's also nothing there at the minute. And I'd still have to be like, right, who are these players? And who's going to bring the information to me? Now, here's the question. Who's bringing the information to me? If I was to use Transfer Room, right, for example, I don't have any scouts. So where does that information come from? Have I just got it on my laptop and they've just went, right, TJ, here's your login, right? So here's Microsoft Teams, right? Here's Outlook. Here's Transfer Room, by the way. Just use that for a little bit until we get you some scouts in. I'm not 100% sure that that's what I'd have on my laptop. You can do base in England. You can do base in North East. None of you literally have to go to. So we'll show you. We'll show where it is. So, because again, this could be part. Look, see, we've already got players that are coming up now. Players are turning up. Recommended. This is how I'd like to do it instead. And then we can start looking into that. So what you'd do is you'd let's take this bit off here, right? So you'd have add condition, and then it would be general maybe. So you could have based in, but I would say place of birth's probably more accurate. Because the regions don't quite break down enough, so you'd have to change that from based in to place of birth. Where's place of birth? Place of birth. So if I then put Sunderland, yeah, so that would be something there. Okay, so that'll give us some place for Sunderland. Then add again another one. Place of birth, Newcastle. Yeah, and just keep adding these like local filters. Yeah, York, for example. Obviously, I'd struggle to really get them if I'm going like, do I need to have Geisley in there? Do I need to have Knaresborough, Helmsley, sorry. Like, where am I trying to get to? Am I only signing lads you met at least once in a pub? No, of course not, Andy Puffer. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, of course, that would be stupid. Yeah. So this needs to be so instead of and, isn't it? So that needs to change to or. Yeah. So all of a sudden, so that's now starting to populate with some players that were born in these areas. And then, okay, fine, I might potentially know who these people are. But then got scouted, then of course that pulls that out. So can I save this filter actually? Can I save this filter? Here's a question. Don't know if that's the thing you can do at this point. Probably can't. There's not a lot you can do in the game, is there? That's not letting you do that. No, does anybody know? Do you know what I should do? I should go and have a look at. I should have a look at second yellow cards, shouldn't I? He does that as well. He's worked out the filters. He knows what's going on. Ben Little was at Blythe as well. Will Brown is ex-Newcastle youth. You can't save filters, sadly. So Will Perry and Gabriel Wadsworth have just shown up in our list of players. 2 centre halves, 6 centre midfielders, brilliant. According to Google AI, typically only down to League 2 clubs have access to transfer room. There we go. The AI says. I'm happy to discuss this. No set piece routines created. Let's create a set piece routine. Oh, here we go. Now this may have been something that we didn't do at Sunderland, but right, we'll just go with the preferences. Fair if we don't use it until we go pro, maybe. I mean, yeah, we're semi-pro. We've got a centre back who's on a £5 a week. So I'm not trying to deliberately make ourselves. Not deliberately trying to make things difficult, but you know, let's think about this a little bit. Non-league clubs have access to transfer room as well. What do we mean by non-league clubs, or who in the non-league has that? Does it go all the way down? Is it like VAR? It's not, is it? It's like Hawkeye, is it? Do non-league teams still put highlights on YouTube? They might do. We are getting into the weeds here. I do like the fact that we're having a bit of a discussion on this. What is realistic and what's not? Because let's face it, you know, it's all grey area, innit? We don't know. We don't know. We could well be watching that. So what I'd do is on YouTube, I would Google. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna have a look now. Google says transfer room costs £5,000 to £15,000 a year. That feels like a lot of money, doesn't it? Like if you look at our where's our finances? Okay, so finances. We currently have 140 grand in the bank right now. How much of that do you think we would be spending? Would be reasonable to spend on a piece of recruitment software, or I mean, what's our wage budget? What's our wage budget? Where is it? Got to try and find these things, haven't we? I think it's just said that we're spending. Oh yeah, there you go. Currently spending £7.5 grand on wages. Would we then spend almost double of that, potentially double, on a piece of software? That seems like a lot of money, doesn't it? As a club, you should spend £55 on Football Manager and see what's out there. Do you know what? I don't think we're a million miles away from just literally just looking in the paper. This is what you've said, word of mouth. Gaz Rogers up the Darlow, my local team. 15 grand a year versus 7 grand a week isn't that bad. Actually, when you put it like that. I hadn't thought. Yeah. I've just put two numbers, haven't I? Oops. Right. I'll tell you what, let's leave it as a possible for now, right? We might do it. We might do it. Let's see what comes back. Well, we need some scouts first of all, okay? Let's get some scouts in and then see what happens. Check CFAX. Yeah. Have a look at the match reports at the back of Shoot magazine. Lama's right. If you're not doing things via Twitter, then what's the point? What are my initial thoughts about taking the Darlow job? I'm looking forward to getting to work here. We've got this. Is there potential at the club? It's the little things. I don't think I'll truly appreciate why this is the right fit for a little while yet. There's potential. There is potential. Let's look at the potential for this. Was there anything that gave you the reason that they think this job might not have been the right fit for you? Not at all. Having spent the majority of your career in the lower reaches of the game, you must feel as if this experience has kind of been an advantage for Darlington. It could be useful, yes. We don't know. I'm going to be positive about it though. Does this squad have the necessary quality for you to achieve your targets? It does, apart from the whole goalkeeper. Yeah. I've had a chance to meet the players. Not yet. But I'll just say yes. The fans are going to be massively important. Can we talk about the potential? It's not a lot. This is a long-term situation. We're here. We're scouting on TikTok. Agreed. I want players to be posting on TikTok, and I'm going to follow footballers, and then we'll get them on. Who's the lad actually? The fella who thinks he's starting for the World Cup for America. I'll get him in. I've been watching him on TikTok, so I know about him. I'll get him in. How hard do you expect the players to work on the training ground? Oh, so hard. So hard. But let's say we're going to wait. Let's say we're going to wait and see at this point. We've just used AI. Highly unrealistic to use transfer room. Clubs at this level often operate on annual playing budgets between 250 grand and 500 grand, with scouting typically handled by part-time staff, informal networks, or free tools like Y-Scout. Y-Scout, that's the one, not the trial version, obviously. YouTube and personal contacts. AI response on YouTube as well. Steps 5 to 7. Combined counties, Spartan, South Midlands. Most clubs rely on local networks, word of mouth, or direct contact. I think it said the trial version, Croaky, of the of Y-Scout. Y-Scout's very expensive as well. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to speak to Aaron, actually. Say, right, Aaron, recommend me some players. There we go. First press conference done. Y-Scout is owned by Huddle, a minimum of £10,000 per year. Use your contact at Southampton. That's what I'll do. I'm going to give him a ring. Right, Aaron, recommend me a player for the lower leagues. Aaron says Patrick Bamford and Ponk. Aaron says Lionel Messi. I'm like, oh, damn it. 3 players now. Dean Rance, a defensive midfielder, 34 years old. He looks good, though. WhatsApp Aaron every month. Do you remember when they were talking about having WhatsApp messages in the game? That would be it. Couldn't you then take recommendation by other FM players on here? No, because they're not contacts, are they? They're just people that I don't know at this moment in time. Ben Richardson, I've had 2 players sent off in 22 minutes against Peterborough. I love this game. That sounds like a class match, to be honest. I mean, can we do anything with focuses, even though we haven't got? See, we haven't got a recruit focus because we haven't got any recruiting staff at this moment in time. And also as well, Gots, if I take recommendations from FM players, then that really goes against my whole no back seating ethos. Which of course, if I'm then asking for the back seating, that's it's my own silly fault, isn't it? Board request a trial day. Can you do that? I don't think you can you? Oh, you can do a trial day. Do you know what? That might not be a bad idea, you know. Okay. Trial day is in. Do what George Reynolds did. Try and bring Gascoigne and Tino Asprilla in and build a 25,000 seat stadium. I mean, we could try that. That to me. Now, call me crazy. I don't think that's a great idea. What Darlington did before. We've tried that. Let's try a different alternative where we don't end up with a you know a massive mothballed stadium that we clearly couldn't fill. Any clue how to fix the game if it crashes during a match? I think you just have to restart it. Hope for the best. Have you got the latest patch, the latest update on? That's probably the best thing to do. Do that. Also check your drivers as well. Yeah. Interested to see if the Darlow Arena is still in the database and see if you move there as you move up the leagues. That would be cool, wouldn't it? I wonder if we move to the TJ Arena, but it's just next to it. Okay, we are going to play our friendlies because I want to see what the team looks like. Okay, this is us. Oh, Holiday in a Day also works Zeep as well. That's right. This is more like it. Look at this. Teeny tiny stands. Houses in the back where we can lose the football when we boot it over the stand. 17 disinterested fans. There's me and me jumper. Right, let's see if we can have a... Should we even go on to a different view for... For this, have a watch of the play, see how it works. I mean, it's great when you actually get to see it, but if there's no highlights, that's going to be ridiculous, isn't it? Jumpers for goalposts. We can't afford jumpers. Certainly can't afford goalposts. It looks like an actual stadium for Chester anyway. There you go, see? "18 minutes in, we've not seen a highlight yet. We're having a lot of shots though. Decent amount of possession. We're starting to lose a bit more possession though. Rutledge just suffered a back strain. Now that's not great, but let's bring him off and get Jesse Nelson on, I think. Oh, and we've got a change. Cedric Main. There's Maskell. Has he put that wide? Unbelievable. Kids in the car park just in case a wild shot hits the owner's car. Yeah, oh yeah, and also they're trying to charge you £5 for parking. If the ball goes over the stand, the player needs to go and get it. We're not made of money. Exactly. And then it's going to be like that. Do you remember the story about when Paul Gascoigne did it at training for Spurs? And he whacked the ball over the fence. He was like, "I'll go and get it." And then he just pissed off for the rest of the day and then came back the next day with the football. Here we go, Lennon's on the charge. 2 in the box. 3 in the box. Nelson! With the tap in. Charlie Lennon down the wing. Nelson with the tap in. Llama, prepare yourself. We're going on a promotion ride, mate. Lennon is he's like a whippet. They do such a good job. They watch your car for a couple of quid, and every time without me fail, my car has been okay. Bargain. Yeah, which is weird though, because when you don't pay for it, your car comes back and it's been keyed, and you're like, I think it was those guys. The guys that I said I didn't need the protection for. They've proved me wrong. They went, I think you do. Let's bring. I mean, Will McGowan's doing all right actually as a box to boxer. Let's make him a box to box playmaker. That sounds very exciting, doesn't it? Can always bring him off in the second half, I suppose, as well. Looking forward to the stream where in season 12 of the National League North, where everyone is still invested. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it. We've managed everybody in the National League North by that point as well, Llama. It's going to be great. God, has he got Lamine Yamal at Darlington? He has, yeah. 2052. Having to download the additional tiers just to stay at a job. You know, why is TJ in tier 17? Is he trying to make it harder for himself? No, he wasn't having a great time in tier 6. It was a little bit too difficult for him. As Maskell gives the ball away. Win it back though, that's better. Okay, charge away. Need some players to follow up though. There's no one in the box. Float back to Main. Oh, decent header. That's a poor baller, isn't it? Barlow 6'5". Let's replace him with Josh Scott. So it looks. Lees, Maskell, Nelson. Maskell's coming deep to get the ball, isn't he? Cedric Main over the top. Maskell. Good cross in. Nelson gets up. There's Lennon. There's McGowan. 2-0. That's what we want. Let's put Myers-Smith in. Let's take Lennon off. Let's put Kiro on. McGowan gets it clear. Maskell again picks it up. It's Nelson. The forwards have put a shift in. They've got some space to run. They're backing off him. Right, Hatfield for Platty. I think it's time for Lees for Southwood. Get the young lad on there. Have a look at him. Maskell's starting to tire. We haven't really got another striker, unfortunately. Put Cornish on. What am I doing in goal for Darlow? To be honest, MCG, like, everybody needs to have a go in goal for Darlow, because our goalkeeper, it doesn't look good. If you've got a pair, you don't even need gloves to be in goal. Like, if you've got a pair of jogging bottoms, or if you can get to Darlington, we'll put you in goal. There we go. Jesse Nelson with a tap in. Maloney tactics. We'll be pulling pints at the Islam Hotel. There we go. We have a great time, aren't we? Get the bar tab on. The bar tab is £5. We haven't got any more than that. Goalkeeper is my position, funnily enough. Right, you're in. You're in. Now, the thing that will potentially scupper this deal is, do you want paying? Because our two goalkeepers, although they're shit, they don't want paying. So they're happy to do it for no money. Forbes gets away. Here's the spaceman. Kiro. Oh, it's a dreadful ball. We hoped for better, didn't we? Forbes, look at that header. Up the Darlow boys. Do they have appearance bonuses? I should hope not. Great cross in. Kiro just heads it over the top there. Fight and win says it's groovy, baby. Yeah, we need to get a proper American ultra in there, don't we? Just waving like a massive flag on his own. Yeah. All Leeds, aren't we? No, we're not. No. Very much Sunderland. In fact, I'm going to take a wild guess here, Maloney. I'm guessing there might be at most 3 more Leeds fans in the stream. At most. Up the northern lads. Exactly. Appreciate the follow there, Maloney. Tactics, very, very kind. Although there is someone, Scott LUFC's in as well. I presume he might be Leeds United. How long have I been playing FM? Since it first came out in 1992. And then before that, I played Kevin Tom's Football Manager and like Kenny Dalgliish's Tracksuit Manager and everything, basically. Played the whole lot. Doesn't mean I'm any good at it. Yeah? Azaris, assistant manager proposing time wasting in a non-league friendly while 3-0 up. Slow down there, Pep. I mean, look, we're going to get the dark arts out, right? We're going to do this properly. Still 4 recommendations. None of these have come in as a defender yet. Yeah. Oh, geez, but that doesn't mean that we're any good at it, though. That's the thing. Now would be a good time to let the players know what your immediate plans are. Okay, we plan to sign a goalkeeper, everybody. Evening console, good to see you, pal. I still have my Champman discs for the Amiga 1200. Computer long gone, but the discs remain. Is this one of your biggest changes in FM you've seen? No, I've seen FM 4. Champman 4. That was a big change. I saw the 3D match engine come in. That was bizarre. I saw the 2D match engine come in. That was bizarre. This isn't as big a change as people are making it out to be. Like, but that's because people like myself, people like Llama, we've been through the whole thing. This is not a huge. This is not a huge change, to be honest. Mad Scientist probably, you probably remember the old things well. The flashing text messages, we saw moving from loading off a cassette tape. You don't have to like open up the instruction manual to read the score out to put the code in to actually play the game. Also, you don't need to buy a second disc to play the Italian leagues. People just need to adapt to it. Yeah, absolutely. And do you know what? I think we're adapting it quite well here. I think we're finding a way to play the game our way, which seems to be working quite nicely. We can tell stories. Easy. We can tell stories. We'll find where the buttons are we need to press, but ultimately, it doesn't matter what buttons we press. It's going to be on the pitch that's going to count, and that is where we come into our own, because I can play badly on any game. Don't worry about that. Yeah? Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Remember loading up the Clyde Tilsley commentary on CM2 and being blown away. We also remember it taking half an hour to load. Yeah? So putting the disc in, half an hour, go make your lunch, it loads up, come back, have your sandwich, play 2 games, go back to school. First champion I don't remember the version, but I remember Liverpool having Ian Rush. But there you go, just look back to when Ian Rush was at Liverpool. Diablo Tactics on CM4, game ruiner. Yeah. It was. That's when we were, me and Llama were busy rocking the SI forums, weren't we, Llama? Josh Scott says, looking forward to working together. Welcome. Josh Scott. Josh Scott, the Darlow Granite Xhaka. Who do I support? Sunderland lad. Sunderland supporter. Only being able to sign one foreign player. I remember the Champ Man Italia when you could only sign 2 foreign players. 2 points for a win as well. Perfect. Let's talk about our aims, shall we? It's not going to define everything we do, but it's about what we're capable of as a group. I want a mid-table finish. The boss is right, we can get a mid-table finish. Get in. I've got nothing else to talk about. That's perfect. They're on board. We used to go on the forums before we knew as much about mental health and toxic behaviours as we do now. Yeah, you lot couldn't survive the forums. We barely survived the forums. Just Daljet. Just like... Daljet having a great time on his own. A draw's as good as a win. That's 2 points dropped, isn't it? We're at home. 2 points dropped. We were ahead as well. Should never have gone 2-1 down. No, in all seriousness, a good point. Do you know what I mean? We'll take that. Especially considering everyone says we've not played anybody good yet. So I'm just waiting for someone to tell us we have played a good team now. Right, the board don't want us to have a trial day. That's fine. No problem. They clearly think our goalkeeper is good enough. Oliver Byrne, goalkeeper, recommendation. Handling, 8. Acceleration. Play him as a sweeper. Get him in on trial. Let's just say, pros, not your other goalkeepers. That's all it needs to be. Pro, not your other lads. You're a Forest fan, you'd take a point right now. Who against? Finley Lockett of Kings Lynn. Alex Gibson Hammond of Macclesfield. Oh my, a terrific signing by all accounts. And he's free. Let's put him on a short list. Let's put Joe Mack's probably too expensive. Finley Lockett is a free player as well. So let's see. Well, obviously we'll trial these lads in, see what they look like. You're against Leeds who just suck. Useful backup players. There's always backup players. If these players aren't going to cost us anything, then absolutely they're worth getting in. Oliver Byrne's coming on trial. That's what we need. J greater than K. Appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind. He's got a hyphen. He's a decent player in my books. I mean, we've got hyphens. We've got double barrel names in our team so far console. That is far too woke for where we are. I feel bad for you having a owner that looks like a bloke suspect. What? Oh, like that bloke. Sorry, I misread that. Sorry. I thought it was like, oh, don't worry. VBL commish, welcome in, buddy. Don't worry if you thought you were following, you weren't. That's not a problem. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're well. You know me, Rumney. I've got my glasses on, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be able to read it properly. I'm all good, thank you. Although you can tell I sound a bit gravelly, but I think we're all good. Yeah. We're doing fine. Thank you. 13 players scouted now. Eight recommendations. Where's the recommendations? 13 players scouted in. What else do we need? We said that Lockett lad we might have a little look at. Get him in on a trial. I suppose if these players don't need any money, then we might as well get them through the door, right? Still hanging in there with 26. I mean, look, it's not that we're not even hanging in. We're absolutely fine. We're absolutely fine. Everyone else is making a massive deal out of it. We're having a great time. Has he only just gone to... Has he only just gone to Macclesfield? I think he has, hasn't he? So let's leave him there for now. Yeah. Have we got scouts? Not yet. Not yet, Jeremy. So I don't really know who's recommended these players, to be honest. Console, we've already been asking the thing with Transfer Room and non-league, and between us as a collective, the chat have been through AI, and they've been googling it, and we don't think that it's appropriate for non-league teams to have access to Transfer Room. So is this against the lower league manager rules in 26? Have the forums decided it? We don't know if the forums have or not, but we've discussed it amongst ourselves genuinely as to whether or not it will be used. Obviously, I'm against it, and I think clearly that we wouldn't have it until we become professional. Some members of the chat needed a lot more convincing, but I was like, do you know what? I think it makes sense to do that, and so between us, we've succumbed. I think. If you pretend you're ringing up random managers, SI got rid of the Elm forum some time ago. It's PC gone mad. I mean, do you know what? It's probably for the best that forum went. MV Gaming, good to see we're having fun. Yeah, I don't understand why everyone else isn't. Well, I do understand, but I don't understand why they would choose not to have fun. Yeah, they could have fun if they wanted to, but ironically, where's the fun in that? Okay, let's have a look at Lockett. Is he right-footed or left-footed? He's right-footed, of course he is. But do you know what? I'd be interested to see what you can do. Lennon's right-footed as well, right? Lockett, you can have a game out on left-back, a left wing. Let's see what we've got. Some people just enjoy being mad at things. It's like they're desperate for their team to lose so they can moan. That is the thing, isn't it? People do that. VBL, I'm not enjoying 26, so let's start a new save on 24 instead. Rather have fun than be angry. I'll circle back to 26 after the holidays. Yeah, each to their own. Each to their own. Like, I don't see. I've been all right looking past the issues, because at the end of the day, 26 is not going anywhere, really, is it? And this is just where we're at. And you know, do I just keep playing 24? I kind of got a bit not bored of FM24, but we just saw exactly what was going on. We knew what was happening. At least 26 is something new and different, and we'll learn it, we'll play it, we'll see what happens. Sure, it'll be fine. Password for the dark web is 12345. It is, yeah. It's www.thedarkweb.com as well. I'm pretty sure of it. Jack says Dunfermline 2-2 with St Johnstone today. Cracking game. New save with Plymouth. What a day. What a day. Good to see you, Jack. Underneath, it's the same game as 24 with better tactics and databases. It looks different. I mean, ultimately, football hasn't changed, so the game's not going to change a great deal, is it? Great ball over the top from McGowan. Maskell! 1-0. Same here, using the 95-96 database on 26. It's fab. I heard it's a polished diamond, whatever cubic zirconia this is, I'm not sure. I mean, look, I'm not one with precious stones, so do we know when we'll get a lower league tier database? No. I think the guy who edits it had put out on Twitter he was working on it, so when it comes out, usually give him a couple of weeks. I think Moz has just about got the Scottish Highlands one done, which of course is like still a massive piece of work, but it's not as massive as going down into tier 14 or whatever. But yeah, I think you usually give the guy a few weeks to get it sorted out. That's right, yeah. Yeah, console confirming that, yeah. Moses is done. Dan's is still getting done. McGowan, rise the tackle, slots it in the bottom corner. Beautiful. Because you've got the Dan FM one, and you've got the FM editors as well, isn't it? I don't know if they're still doing one this year or not. Currently getting Horsham to the Premier League. Nice. Where are you at the minute? How far into the save are you? Yeah, if you're new around here, by the way, I should say, if you're on YouTube, maybe drop us a follow on YouTube. Leave a like on the stream as well. That'd be much appreciated. If you're in Twitch and you're brand new as well, also a follow would be much appreciated. If you've got your Amazon Primes, link your Prime up. It's a free sub. Gives us a bit of support on the channel. Jeff Bezos has already paid you for. You've already paid Jeff Bezos for it, so it's not going to cost you. And also as well, we've got the FM Show podcast, which is out every single Thursday, which of course you will absolutely love. Myself, RDF Tactics, Si Maggio, Second Yellow Card, bringing you wonderful podcasting every single Thursday. And there's the WFM show as well, which is FM girl Alice, Katie, inverted wingbacks, and Ankley, dropping the very, very best podcasting about women's football in Football Manager every other Monday. So make sure you drop them a follow as well. That'd be much appreciated. Have I played in England without rain yet? Yeah, it's tricky, but England is known for rain, to be honest. So I played with snow once. That was quite good fun. I like that. Lockett, great ball at the top. Maskell's away. He got fouled. He's rolled the tackle though. Good save by the keeper. When is Llama back on the pod? Enjoy the soothing tones when I'm working. Soon, Leeds. Very, very soon. We're putting our plans together for our guest episodes, and Llama's name is bang up near the top. So Llama and I speak a lot, so there is an open door policy with Llama that he will be in very, very soon. So watch this space. Dazzler, has the club been killed yet? Yeah, almost. We're not allowed to talk about what's happened. This is the Phoenix of the Phoenix at Darlington. It's pre-season, and we've done well in our first match, and we're doing well in our second half of our second match. So what is the soundtrack? It's very Samba. I've just gone for a generic house music track playlist from Epidemic. I need to load Spotify on properly, but I don't know if I've got the settings right, that it doesn't then transfer through to the VODs, because then I get loads of copyright strikes. Carl Phillips, TJ, getting on with FM26. As we all know, it isn't perfect. No game's perfect, ever. Started a new journeyman, and my first team is in the 3rd tier in Cyprus. I like the sound of that. Oh, we're just not going to tackle him, are we? No, apparently not. Leave him alone. 144 leagues across 64 nations with 220,000 players. That is a lot. That is a lot. Love the podcast. Thank you, Cole. Much appreciated. Maskell, disallowed. Is this because I'm against Gremio? It is. Yeah, we have to bring a little bit of Darlington Samba flair. My name is right below the guy who only watches matches on full highlights and brace. Anyone else who doesn't. Yeah, unfortunately we have to do the podcast on full highlights as well. He doesn't like it. Unless we do 90-minute podcast, he's against it. So Lennon's getting a bit complacent. Okay, well, we don't like complacency around here, Lennon. So let's replace you with the spaceman. Kiro's coming on. Who else do we want to take a look at? Do you want Southwood? Let's have a look at Southwood in place of Forbes. Platty can come on as well in place of Hatfield. Okay, let's do that. A couple of changes. Are we looking forward to legacy mode? What, the space bar? Oh, yeah, I guess so. We'll just bash the space bar again. It's fine. I've started to just use the arrow keys now, so that's all fine. Why don't I use the assistant manager dugout advice? Is there a reason? Because the assistant managers might be wrong. That's why. I'll take his advice. I'll listen to him, and I'll be like, okay, interesting. But at the moment, this is friendlies, so if he's telling me to play it to work the ball in the box, well, we've already scored 2 goals, so don't need to mix it up just yet. Also, as well, the dugout's advice at the minute is very, very limited. JC Campbell, I love a lower league save. I think I want to do one this year with either Gateshead or South Shields. Currently looking at a beater save with Newcastle women. Nice work. Yeah, I think we'll hopefully get at some point into the women's saves as part of our journeyman after we finish this one. Maskell's gone down. Have you seen the mod that someone has worked on that introduced manager views for games? Yeah, I saw it and I can't be bothered with it. It's not aimed at me, to be honest. A lot of stuff that people make is great for other people, but I'm not the target audience. And there's a lot of good work's gone in, but Kiro's now picked up an injury. The assistant manager's advice has always been interesting, to say the least. Has it improved in FM26? Sometimes, yeah. POV cam would be good if you did content around it, but probably wouldn't work great on stream. Well, that's what we mentioned on the podcast, yeah. Now, whether or not that was this week or whether that's next week's episode, everything blurs into one now as to what we've done. Maybe, but yeah, you're right. From a content perspective, possibly, but I don't think I'd be using it offline. But then again, you know what some people are like. Some people would be straight for it. Right, there we go. 3-0 in the friendly, looking good. We obviously have to remember that this will change dramatically when the league starts. So let's not get too comfortable with winning football matches now, because life is going to change pretty quickly. Good response to adverts. Who wants the job? Who wants it? Who's been ringing up? Henry Walters, Misha Somo. Competent. That's what. Competent. Good. Tyler Lua, competent. Who's he wanted by? Jacker Blackwell. He's determined. He's reasonable. Is reasonable better than competent? We don't know. Henry Walters, competent and reasonable. Michael Barnes. I mean, outstanding adaptability. Very determined. Good level of authority. Reasonable. I think that competent is the lowest level, and then reasonable is better. Do we think? Have watched an international game by attending? No. Very interesting. Looks good too. Does it? That's interesting. Oh, okay. I've not thought about that actually. Henry Walters. I mean, look. Henry Walters has said he wants the job, but I also feel as though Michael Barnes brings a lot to the table. A lot of adaptability. He's determined. He's got a good level of authority. Reasonable scouting. Let's have a chat with him. Let's have a chat with old Michael Barnes here. Okay, the question now is how do I get him involved? Bath City want him. Reasonable is 4 to 6. Competent is 7 to 9. Ah, okay. Competence is overrated. We need nice people. I like it. I like it. Also, Jacka Blackwell sounds so northeastern. It's ridiculous, isn't it? What's your name? Jacka Blackwell? All right, okay. We don't need nice people. We need bastards. Is what we need. I need a bad cop. I do. I need someone to say, right, get this guy in. Okay? He's going to be good. And Michael Barnes is adaptable, so he could be like, yeah, we'll just adapt to any situation. Darlington is not a phoenix of a phoenix built on competency. Yeah, let's literally grow it from the bottom, yeah, because he can be the normal scout, not the chief scout. 130 quid. I mean, you can have 100. I'm offering you £100. That's it. £110. He drives a hard bargain, doesn't he? For someone who's only reasonable. Let's see what else. See what the other options are, because we might be able to then just go, you know what? No. Ashley Worley. Where was the competent ones? Misha Somo. I do like the name of Jacka Blackwell. Oh, you know what? No, he's probably fine. As a scout, he's probably fine. Yeah, he's not being very adaptable. Did every 38-year-old in Darlington decide they'd fancied becoming a scout? Pretty much. They saw it on Transfer Room, apparently. Adapt to a lower salary. Yeah, don't seem to be adapting to your surroundings very well. I find it funny when you get unsuited on ability but excel now on potential. How can you be good at predicting potential when they don't have a clue how good they are? I mean, that is an ethical dilemma, isn't it? That's a philosophical dilemma. Let's keep the stadium the size it is, because we don't want to expand it. Super Toast, in on the follow. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. We should probably try and make a move for this goalkeeper now, because he's clearly a lot better than the goalkeeper we've got. I just hope he doesn't want money. Let's just take that off now. Please tell me you don't want any wages. £460 a week. Right. So, here's a question. Now, we need a goalkeeper, don't we? We do need a goalkeeper. Pay the Champions League bonus. We obviously need a goalkeeper. Presumably, we can pay this, because it doesn't look like it's trying to stop us doing it. 460 quid. It doesn't say there's any impact to the current wage budget. So it's 460 quid plus £90 appearance and an unused sub. I mean, this feels very, very expensive. Are we going to have to ship someone out in order to pay for him? Let's go backwards just for a second. Where's the finance situation? Where's... wages. Yeah, right, so we're paying 100% of our wages right now. So remaining budget is nothing. So we shouldn't really be able to pay him, essentially. So are we potentially in the... Did you have offers for some lads? Not really, no. I had a couple of players that were transfer listed. I don't think there was anybody was actually going in for them. Let's see what we got. Well, Jack is the Ebbs player. Yeah, someone wants one of our strikers, but I'd rather not sell a striker. But then do we... looking at the players we got, so we're paying Charlie Lennon £1,000 a week. We're paying Will McGowan £500 a week. We're paying Ailen Routledge £500 a week. Will Hatton, Scott Barrow, Tom Allen's on £500 a week, but we also have to try and we're apparently saying he could be shipped out anyway. Josh Scott £450. I have to shift someone out. That's what I was thinking. No worries, Lee. Take it easy, pal. Catch you up soon. So I almost think we need to find a list of players that are available on loan. How do we do that? Well, let's get the scout in and then see what he says. And go, right, go and find us some players that can come in on loan. That's what we'll do. And we want a chief scout as well, don't we? Bobby Joe Mallins Vigras. What a name. Liam Johnson. Robert Brown. Bobby Brown. Is that a bad thing? We can't call him a bad thing, can we? Henry Walters. Jacka Blackwell still there. Tyler. Double barrel first and second name is superb. It is, isn't it? But he's only got... He's determined, but he's only reasonable at everything. Liam Johnson's average. Robert Brown. Again, Robert Brown sort of feels like the best fit. Even Chris, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Jacka Blackwell. Let's continue for now. We might be able to see about getting a better head of chief scout at this point. I'll be honest, quite drunk. Excellent. Drunk Chris is in. Let's see what happens now. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. There's not going to be any problems at all. Everything's 100% okay. It's absolutely fine. Kwakwu Aduru. Let's have a look at you, shall we? Get you in on trial. Matthew Whittingham. Wide central midfielder. Chris, we're making things difficult for ourselves here. We're obviously we're in the National League North, and I'd like to sign a goalkeeper, but I'm trying to make it so that I can only sign players that I've heard of, and we haven't got any scouts yet. So And then we've just had the scouts have went, oh, here's a goalkeeper. I'm like, brilliant, and he comes. And then it turns out he wants loads of money. He wants so much money. So I'm like, oh, damn. So now we have to go back to the 2 goalkeepers who are currently not getting paid. That makes it a bit of a challenge. It makes it slightly trickier, yeah. A little bit. Who needs money anyway? Exactly. Do you know what I mean? It's not the be all and end all, is it? It's all fine. But we've done a good job. You know, we're playing friendlies. We're having a fine time. Don't load up my FM save for fear of fucking it up. That will happen if you've been drinking, Chris. It will. We know for a fact that is true. That just happens. So this is us against Leek, I believe, is it? Yeah. Here comes Big Burn, the big goalkeeper, the one who wants far too much money, the one who's going to ruin all my dreams, the man that we're going to judge every other goalkeeper against. Platty, great ball down the line. Maskell, inside. Jesse Nelson. You know what? Lenny was right. This guy's brilliant. I know it's not next gen graphics, but the low league stadiums are so much better. 100% they are. 100%. It does look a lot better. Better than the big stadiums, I think. There's more of a vibe. Chris will be signing a player on 350 grand a week. It is possible. It is. Have I tried using the squad planner? I have, Fabrice. I used it last year in FM24. And I replaced it with this, which is pen and paper. And I hope in FM26 we can use it more. The plan now is a long-term save, so fingers crossed it works better. Now I've picked what I think is my starting 11. We can start to use it. I've not used it in 26 yet, no. It doesn't work. I mean, it didn't work in 24, so I mean, it does work. It just doesn't work how we want it to work. So describe to me then, Falbass, how it doesn't work. Which part of it doesn't work? If you remove players, you can't add them back in. Okay, well, why are you taking them out? If it's a planner, don't take them out then. Do I misunderstand that bit? If you use the squad planner to compare players I'm looking at signing this year, it doesn't quite work on console. From what I've heard, nothing really works on console. I like restructuring it. See, everyone does things differently, isn't it? That's the thing. Ads, welcome in. Nice to see you, pal. Yeah. I'd like to have some new views. I'd like to try and be able to organise my views slightly better. I don't know if you can do that or not. Remove every player, then choose them from scratch. 1-0 against Leek so far. It's not. We're not flying, are we? We're not flying, but it's fine. We don't need to fly. We can just meander. We can be okay. Let's bring Forbes off. Let's keep giving Southwood some game time. Let's give Mortimer a bit of a run out, right? So we'll bring Jesse Nelson off. Okay. Let's put Scott on for Barrow, I think. He's playing very well. And then maybe in the midfield, let's bring Hatfield off for McGowan. Or should we try Stanton, possibly? Let's try Stanton, actually. Go on. There you go. That'll do. New update was decent. It solved hiring staff. What's lower league management like? Still the same principles of pumping it long and physical attributes taking priority? I don't know. We're still on friendlies at the minute. Like, we're playing it wide. I mean, I will probably pump it long and see what happens, but I don't know whether that's the right thing to do or not. I'm sure you could get, as with everything, you can get everything working technically in the game. You just need to be able and willing to try and crack the code. And it might not be doing what you maybe want it to do, but it can be done. The game is coming together. Yeah, absolutely. It's not as bad as people make it. It's not as bad as some people make it out to be. Some people have been sensationalist about it. I saw one person actually that commented on the podcast going, I refunded this on Steam and then bought it again on Xbox Game Pass. I was like, what? Why? A price thing, possibly? Well, don't understand. We're trying to nail down the new team, listening to Damien Rice, the blower. Seems to be working all day, but seems to be working okay, but all right from my end. Nice. What's your new team then, Rudel? Refund on Steam to go to Xbox where it's performing worse. Keen to be upset. Some people just want to be unhappy, don't they, studs? What league is this? Asks Blake. This is the National League North. So, in the deepest, darkest depths of non-league. Whenever I get a game, they're laggy. It's very difficult and frustrating. Any tips? Yeah, update your graphics drivers and then lower the resolution just a little bit. That'll help. Also, it depends upon what hardware you've got. If you've got a high-end PC, then yeah, it's probably going to be a case of some drivers. If you're on an old laptop, it's probably going to be the laptop. You guarantee the PC is good enough, can run everything else. Maybe just a drivers thing then. Yeah, update your drivers. Ian Salty, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Some players are finding it fine, some players can't. This is the problem. Like, everyone's situation is different. Like, nobody is getting the same thing all the time. How's the new save started? Pen and paper out already? You better believe it. We've had the pen and paper, Salty. We are trying to find a goalkeeper that isn't going to cost us money. £5,000 transfer budget. Yeah, the transfer budget's there, not the wage budget though. Ads. Unless I'm going to have to move my transfer budget into my... I could move my transfer budget to my wages. That might help us with the goalkeeper. Ooh, that's not a bad shout. Now that I think about it. Create a new focus. Goalkeeper. Just goalkeeper, please. Top priority. Ideally, no older than 35. And then that's one for... Get one for loan. Let's cancel that for now because we know that right. We're going there. Shouldn't be buying anywhere at that level. We're not buying anywhere anyway. We're not buying. We'll be getting free players in, trials, loans. We're not spending anything. That's how that money is. Can we move that into the... So 7532. To be fair, it only gives us an extra 100 quid. So it's not worth moving. Give us another 100 quid a week. Nah, it's not going to happen, is it? Take it easy, White Leeds. See you soon, buddy. Liam McGrath needs a... He might as well take the number 1, but he's not worthy of it, is he? Or I'll just tell you what, do we give him no confidence and give him the number 13 jersey? That would be properly shit, wouldn't it? Just be like, I'm really, really sorry. We don't believe you're going to be good enough. Actually, let's just confirm. There we go. Right, okay. Guarantee the PC is good enough. Right, okay. What have we got then? Where are we? Oh, up against Annan now. Right, let's see what Annan's saying, shall we? See if we can find anything about this guy. I've got a feeling he's going to want some money, clearly. He's going to want paying. Routledge, of course, still injured. Nelson, let's play you as a poacher rather than as a DLF. Cornish. Okay, in fact, let's keep it as it is. That could work. See what we'll look like against Annan. This is going to be a bit more of a test, I'd imagine, than the other 2 games, which feel fairly much against Sunday League sides, to be honest. Magic paired. How are things going? Things are all good. They're good. They're very good, actually. We're just going through our pre-season rituals, trying to work out what Darlington look like. We're currently in a 4-2-4. Or a 4-4-2, depending on how you look at it. Just been to a Cayley, danced and sweated loads. I mean, there's no other thing there. If you're at a Cayley, you are sweating a lot, isn't it? Jesse Nelson with a header. That's what we wanted. We should have brought the young lad Walker in as well, actually. We should have given him some pre-season minutes. I wonder if we've got one more match to look at in pre-season. That would be interesting to see what he can do. He's 6'8" and he's 16 years old. That, for me, sounds exciting. Jesse Nelson's the one that left Little Mix. Safe to come back. It is, Dan. It is. Yeah. We've exhausted the Sunderland celebrations. In fact, to be honest, it wasn't even celebrations. Like, you know, as I've said before, 2 points dropped at home in it, really. But no, a good match overall, and I think a draw was a fair result for both teams. So welcome back. Who's 6'8"? We've got a lad in the reserves who's 6'8", Console. He's 16 years old. We haven't played him yet. I keep forgetting to bring him in. I need to get him into the team. We need to see if we can get him playing a friendly. Have a look at him. Did we get sacked from some of the end? No, we didn't actually. Our contract expired, and they didn't offer us a new one. So we presume it just keeps rolling on a month-by-month basis. So we've got no job security, but also we didn't sort of like want to continue it, having not got into the playoffs. There was less jeopardy. Did we want to go through a third season on stream? Maybe not. We thought maybe it was a better idea to jump in, try this Darlington save, and just go into the new save now, because why not? Yeah, we gave 2 seasons on the beta. We might as well just like go into it now and see what we can do, because ultimately we want to try and get as high as we can with Darlington. So, and if it's not with Darlington, then whoever it is next. The plan, of course, is to get to, well, the long-term plan would be a Champions League. That would be awesome, but is it possible? Who knows? Who knows? Over the top. Andreas with the follow. Blake's with the follow as well, by the way. Very, very kind to see you both. You agree with it? Not that you needed my agreement. No. Agreement is nice. Agreement is welcome. Magic Ped, thank you. Dan, it felt like a loss to me. Rice twatting out for a goal kick was the reason why it was a draw. Well, maybe. You know, it's different perspectives there, isn't there, though? So I think overall we battled very, very well. Battled very, very well. We held our own. I thought that Isidore ran his socks off. I think there's a couple of like tackles that were going in where there's a couple of free kicks which I was like surprised that were free kicks, but that's what it is. It's the Premier League. Players are a bit soft. I'm amazed that we didn't have our goal chalked off. I was half expecting that being taken off. His foot's high. No, his foot's not high. The defender's head's low, and it's a football game. He has to kick with his foot. I half expected that happening, but thankfully it didn't. Common sense prevailed, and 1-1, fine. Only now get Liverpool and Man City to draw tomorrow, and then it's not really changed too much of the of our title push. So yeah, we'll take it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Top 3 coming into November. We can push on in January, buy some more players. Be fine. Titles coming up to Sunderland. No bother. I need to put a bet on Ashley before the odds start to get like reasonable. I think it was only something like 250 to 1 the last time I checked. I was like, oh, it's almost a cert now. Oh, evening, Dan. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Pleasure to see you in. How's the stream? Have we been sacked yet? Asks Frostbite. No. We have not. We didn't. Believe it or not, Dan, we managed to somehow avoid the sack despite not getting promoted or not even getting into the playoffs, which is a bit weird. Well, look at that header from Jesse Nelson. That's incredible. Yeah, we didn't get sacked. We didn't get our objectives. We didn't get in the playoffs. And then our contract expired. And then we just got put on a month-to-month rolling contract. So, really bizarre. We should have been sacked for getting relegated. Well, we shouldn't have been sacked for getting relegated in the Premier League. That's fine. Because we were unexpected to battle against relegation. But when we got the Championship, we should have been fired for not getting promoted. We should have been. And the board wouldn't give us a new contract either, because we asked. And it was like, we were taking the piss asking for a contract, really. But yeah, didn't get sacked. And we thought, you know what? Did we want another season in the Championship on stream? Not really. Let's start the new save tonight. So I'll finish it offline. We'll do like a little video of it and do it as like an extra couple of seasons or whatever. See if we can get the save moving. But yeah, we wanted to start a proper online save. So here we are, Darlington, National League North, pre-season. Pre-season looks fine, given the fact we're playing against nobody really. No signings yet because we've got no money. But we have $5,000 for transfer budget, but we have no wages. So we're going to try and get some loans in or some non-contract players in, but we've only just signed our first scout. So yeah, so it's been a bit slow. We've got a goalkeeper in, which we like. This guy here, Byrne, but he wants 450 quid a week. And we haven't got that kind of money. That's like, you might as well say he wants 40 grand. You know, Dan says, stream was decent, started National North save as well. Panic about wages and shite players as expected. Join the club. Join the club. Where are you at? Where's your team, Dan? Because we're Darlington. I appreciate the follow, by the way, as well, Frostbite. Very kind indeed. Paul Mortimer over on YouTube. Enjoying saves with FC Totten and Lecce. Can't start new saves using advanced setup, as only 6 clubs appear when having all UK tiers set to playable. Reinstalled, but still the same. That's really bizarre. I've never seen that before. Log it as a bug. Van Plank to start a save at Kings Lane. Nice. That's what we want. More lower league saves, I think. This is what it's all about. Also, as well, we've just got the camera pulled back a little bit just so we can sort of have a look at the players, see where their positions are looking like for formations. Nice. Oh, should have scored. Saw some of the Sun and Save on YouTube. Yeah, we'll keep it going, Frostbite. We'll hopefully make it into a little video. Chris has been in the chat tonight, but he's drunk, so he's not working tonight anyway, so he doesn't have to be in. And I've not recorded anything, so it's all fine. Tottenham had Charlie Austin last season. Stone Cold Charlie Austin, did they? Excellent. You're the Mac lads. Which Mac? What Mac are we? The Maccabees? Merthyr, the town in South Wales that's playing in the north of England, of course. I don't understand how it works. Console. I've got no idea. Nobody knows, do they? It's all a bit daftness. Is there any goalkeepers here yet? Still no goalkeepers. Recruitment focus. In progress. 20 keepers. Excellent. These guys are all... They're all free. Let's get them in on trials. Hopefully we can get someone who's either not going to want much money or doesn't want any money, actually, would be even better. Or we can just get someone in a loan. That would be good. Kai Calderbank Park. I mean, an Australian goalkeeper? I don't think we're getting an Australian goalkeeper. Magic Ped start with Alderman League 2. No more money than you. I can't imagine there's too much more money, is there? Joe Bezic. On trial as well. And of course we're making things difficult for ourselves by like trying to play it realistic as well. So, you know, we don't believe we'd have access to transfer room at this point. Or Bezic apparently would be awful. So maybe we cancel his trial actually. Lads, I know they go away days. I love the trips. That's cool. Oh, Macclesfield. Pre-season's gone alright. Trying to get a deep counter 4-4-2. Struggling to analyse my team. It's tough, innit? Trying to work out what works and what doesn't work. There's no... There doesn't seem to be any sort of like way to do that. That's the bit that I'm struggling with as well. So realistically, I'm just doing mine on vibes, which is pretty much what I'd do anyway. If we're being brutally honest, that seems to be the general way around this. Let's pop him in there. Right, let's show you the young genetic giant we've got in the reserve. We're growing ourselves a giant. Where is he? Is it Harry Walker? Harry Walker, 6'8", 16 years old. Get yourself into the first team, Harry. You can't teach that. You absolutely can't. Jumping reach 17, brilliant. Heading 7, because once he jumps, he's in the clouds. Vision 1, can't see, which you'd think he could see for miles. I'd imagine he's very northern. I'd imagine being that tall, you have to be northern. You don't get that tall in London, do you? Oh, I'm from Surrey. What, 6'8"? No, you're not. Don't know what it tells you, but acceleration of an oil rig. I mean, he's got 4 for acceleration. That's actually quick for some of our players, believe it or not. Even a cyclist, good to see you, pal. Maybe he needs glasses. We all need glasses. Well, not all of us, but I do. Collective bonuses. Let's go for normal bonuses, I reckon. Mitchell's on trial. Scott's on trial. Both of these goalkeepers are going to be wanting a lot of money, aren't they? So former Spennymoor, former Harrogate, former Hartlepool. Boom. He's a Hartlepool fan as well. Oh, he supports 2 clubs. What a prick. It's bad enough he's a Newcastle fan, but if he also has another club to support, then, do you know what I mean? What's this guy about? Trained at the Manchester City Academy. Jonathan Mitchell is the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen. Then he's the guy for us. Right, Tom Scott looks like he might be okay. I don't like the idea that he can support 2 clubs. 13 for handling is very, very good at this moment in time, console. But the big thing is he going to ask for money? Yeah. And I'd rather he doesn't. So Jameson Horlock, who again we had no idea who he was, but there's someone else called Jameson. He wanted. Yes, he's on decent money, so he wouldn't have come either. George Barlow is a Chester goalkeeper on loan, but he's not really that good either. Paul Cooper, Buxton. I mean, it's saying something when we're trying to look to loan goalkeepers in from our own division. Hello, Tom Palmer from Kidderminster. Handling of 13. Why don't we just call you Buffon? Yeah? Oh yeah. Do you reckon he might be interested? Loan offers can't be made as Tom Palmer has non-playing duties. Oh, damn it. That's not good, is it? Josh Ollenshaw. This is a proper old school, like, non-league goalkeeper. Is he? No, he doesn't seem to have extracurricular activities. 6'4", handling of 9. Someone's on Love Island. Needs to have played for at least 17 teams. I think that's a reasonable amount of teams. You're right, Salty. That's pretty good. That works for me. What is he, the T-boy? I don't know. Yeah, well, some are suggesting over on Twitch that he's the goalkeeping coach, Aziris. So, maybe he is. Maybe he is, Millhouse. Maybe he is. We've got a friendly here against Hensford. Let's put the young defender on. Then we'll see. We'll have a little crack at seeing how good Walker is. Two for first touch. 2 for first touch is fine. That's you only need one touch. One touch is to boot it. If you've taken a second touch, you've made a mistake. In fact, you know what? Let's just put him straight in. Actually, let's give him a debut. What is he? Right-footed. It's fine. There you go. Have a go. Have a go, lad. What's the worst that can happen? I love the fact that Southwood's determination's gone down. His agility has gone up to 1. Like, or is that it's saying that it's increasing? Because it can't go up to 1. It wasn't 0. It was bad, but it wasn't 0. Finley Lockett is not really doing enough to warrant a move. Just managed to get Bradford into the Premier League, beat a save complete. I mean, look, Salty, we're not going to talk about promotions to the Premier League, right? Okay, because it's not for everybody. And what we are now, we're at Darlington now, and that's fine. We'll continue it offline where no one can see what's happening. No, what we mean is we'll do it offline because I wanted to do this save actually, and I can't put myself through another season in the Championship on stream. As much as I like it, I think that the viewers need to get the new save experience. So that's why we've shifted it up a little bit. Nelson back inside. Great ball. Main. Platt. Oh, it's cleared away. Why was I unfollowed? What? When? Oh, you were? I don't know. Oh, it happens. It happens, Dan. Don't worry. I appreciate the follow, though, mate. Who knows? Who knows what happens? Twitch things doing Twitch things, innit? You know? It's not a problem. Well, thank you, though. I should say, by the way, anyone who's come in from the Dan raid, if you're not following the FM Show podcast as well, by the way, I'd heartily recommend you do that. Every Thursday there's a podcast that comes out. Myself, RDF Tactics, Second Yellow Card, Simagio. It's a belter. As is the WFM Show, which is our sibling podcast, which has FM Girl Alice, Ankley and Katie, the inverted wingbacks, talking about all things women's football in Football Manager. That's out every other Monday as well, so go and check those 2 shows out on YouTube. You will not be disappointed. Mega Shamwari, sorry. In there with a follow. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Nelson, go on, Jesse Nelson. Oof, good effort. Cedric Main. So the amount of times the woodwork's been hit here, Aaron would be exploding this morning time. Danny Emu, here we go. Welcome back. Anybody know why I've got an orange football in every game? Don't know. I'd imagine that's a bug. Unless you're part of the licensed Orange Football League. It feels like a bug. Do the Football League have an orange football all the time? Salty. Premier League. Yeah, Premier League use a pink ball, don't they? Maskell with a decent one. Am I playing in Iceland? Are you playing Subutio? That's the question. The Football League, I always had the yellow ball. Oh, nice. I like the yellow winter balls. I must admit, I do like that. Oh, we've conceded a goal. Hensford Town have scored. It's the first goal we've conceded in pre-season. That's going to be interesting. Look at our big giant youngster here. It's not him that's at fault. It's our tiny 6'2", 6'4" defender that can't jump. Speaking of balls, there needs to be a ball mod soon. That FM logo ball does my nut in. Yeah, get that in. I mean, wasn't there like a boot pack that had been released this week? I think I saw. Nicely intercepted by Barrow. Oh, great ball there. Cedric Main down the line, cuts back inside. Got to finish. He's got to do better than that. Could be the winter ball by default. I'm in December. You and some streamers, the only positive with the release of FM26. I feel for you guys trying to do content with the unfortunate release this year. FM could not bring myself up to purchase it. Just watching. That's fine. That's fine, Mega. You do whatever you need to do. Like, we're not just being positive for the sake of it. I have now found a way to play this game where I don't find it awful, and therefore I can make content with it. I can talk with it. I can have fun with it on stream. Is it the perfect FM? No, of course it's not. But is it fine? Yes, it's fine. Is it as bad as some people have said it is? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because some people have said it's the worst thing that's ever been made. Yeah, and yeah, so it's not that bad for me. But end of the day, you know, if we're gonna be content creators, if we're gonna make stuff, it's up to ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, if we don't like it, we'll just stop playing it. If there was an FM rival, it would be getting great reviews. I don't know. I think part of me thinks that FM does need a rival, and we said this on this week's podcast that comes out next week, that it feels like this for me, right? This is one of my closest thoughts tonight. This for me right now feels like there's an evolution of every Football Manager player set, right? And like, I grew up playing, so I played this game from, like, you know, 92 or whatever when it first came out, and there's a group of my mates that stopped playing not long after we left school, or not long after we were in college. Then some of them dropped off at 0102. Some dropped off. A lot of them dropped off when it was Champman 4. You know, when they got to CMO 102, they dropped off. Some then dropped off around about FM10 when the 3D match engine came in. Some dropped off in FM20. They came back during the pandemic because it was free. Like, people's lives change. You know, the reality of what time they can put into a video game changes. Some people haven't got the time to spend as much, invest as much time into a game as FM now requires. Like, I play the game on stream. Like, I don't play it offline anymore now because I play on the PC. I don't play on a laptop anymore. So, if I didn't play it on PC, would I still play it on a laptop? I don't know. Like, but I think we're at a point now where people, if there was a viable alternative, then some people would leave and go and do that. And I think there's some people are unhappy that the game that they like and isn't now exactly the same as they like is no longer what they like. So they're obviously upset about that. And they sort of feel as though they don't have an alternative. And I think that if there was an alternative, then it would actually be better. And this game could be as it is, and it's not a problem. But just have something else to play. Ultimately, ironically, loads of people say this game feels console-y. Most of the generation that I hear now, what was your first Football Manager game? Oh, LMA Manager. Which I'm pretty sure was a console game. Yeah. I know someone that still plays Champman from before they even got added to the 2D match engine. Nice. Looks so much smoother than console gameplay. I think I'm going to stop playing that until a few patches have come. Hopefully it'll turn around, but for now I'll just stick to watching. That's fine, Matthew. Yeah, you do that. You do that. Like, you know, as creators, we absolutely appreciate people watching and hanging out. That's great. And please do keep doing it, even when you do get your own love for the game back. Played the game since the CM days, says Frostbite. Not played much of the past 2 or 3 editions because of burnout. Looking forward to this one. Maybe the break will help me enjoy it. Yeah, maybe. Fresh eyes. Fresh experience. Some people's expectations were too high. And I'm not going to say that they've done that themselves. Well, I am. But I'm not going to say whether they've done it rightly or wrongly. That's entirely up to yourselves as to what your own expectations were. My expectations were a bit more realistic than some people's. But there's even some of my expectations haven't quite been met, and I'm quite an optimist. What did they do at the FM skin in 26? They changed it. What's that? Gong's Legend. What happened? Happened to something the day. I was in the middle of a game, got curious, left the match engine to search for a player. When I was done, I couldn't go back to the match. I had an instant result. Is this normal? Did I miss something? I think it's a bug, but you shouldn't be leaving matches to go off and do other things, surely. Yeah, no, I think it's a bug. I feel like I'm a bit of an aging out of this game, and a bit of the changes to the UI. It doesn't seem like a bad thing, but if you bring SI to younger people, exactly. Like, the world's got to keep turning. Like, I'm 45. You can't keep aiming a game at me. Really sorry. As much as I would like to say I'm going to live forever, there will be a point of time when I won't be playing this game forever. Like, I will stop playing this game. I will be too old or too dead to play this game. Yeah? So you can't just keep aiming a game at me. You've got to start aiming at a game at the younger players to make sure that they have the 20 years buy-in that I've given, 30 years that I've given. Like, you know? And some people hate the idea of that. But that's what it is. Like, that's how business works. 45, lucky bugger, I was 46 last week. That's fine. Yeah, we're both in our 40s. Anyone remember when you first loaded up the old CMs, all the team names flashing up as the game loaded? Yeah, you had to wait half an hour to load it. The day you stop looking at the day you stop playing, I'll look for Denise Van Houten. We both will. I like the game, especially the in and out of possession tactics. Good on you, Wazza. I think people forget this is SI. I think some of us have been around a long time, know this would be a 6 out of 10. Yeah, they would, but it's also just some people don't want to admit that that's the situation, do they? They expected a 10 for no idea. I'm not convinced by the argument that SI are creating games with a younger audience in mind. My kids have looked at FM26 for hysterics at it. Literally think I'm mad to play this. They can't see any attraction to it at all. No, I'll take that, Llama. But what I mean from a business perspective, whether they've executed it or not, from a business perspective, they should be looking to attract a younger audience due to the fact that we aren't going to be here forever. But you're right. In terms of have they done it? Probably not, but they would be stupid not to consider a younger audience. Odd not being the oldest one in the chat. Well, we keep a very select group of people around here. Frostbite. Distinguished people. My kids would really be into Football Management game too, just not this one. It's a fair comment. It's a fair comment. Right. As you can probably tell, my voice is on its way out. So, if I'm right in thinking, we're about to play Chorley in the league. The league is about to start. We were unbeaten until Hensford just then. That's our first defeat. But we're ready for the league. We might have the night off tomorrow. We'll see. We might have the night off. If not, we'll be back on Monday. Honey and hot lemon before bed. Yes, absolutely. Unfortunately, there's no whiskey to go in it, so it's just going to be honey and hot lemon. But yeah, we might be back tomorrow. Probably Monday. We'll see. But if you do want to join in, make sure you drop a follow and join the Discord as well. Actually, you'll get the notification for that. Also, if you haven't already done so. So let's go and find out where we're going to raid, shall we? And yeah, I think day one at Darlow, pretty decent. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. It's worked out all right. Let's see who's around and go and drop some love over on, shall we? Because that's what we do. Who's around? Who's around? Right, I'll tell you what. Where is he? Right. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Gudger's still on. He's normally on for a long time. Go and give him some love. Right. Okay. We tend to pop in and say hello. So let's go and do that. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Appreciate you all for being here. Thank you as well, Dan, for the raid. Love you all. Speak to you. If I don't speak to you tomorrow, I'll speak to you on Monday. Yeah? Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye now.